Never had that issue ever. Weird. I plugged this in. I thought I was being smart. I plugged it in before I turned it on. I didn't know that was there. This is the camera one. This probably sounds real bad.
Wait, I got volume on. There we go. I don't know why it happens, but it's fixed now, fellas. And we're back. It's the Fellas Show. It is September 20th, Monday. That means we just watched some football yesterday. That means we got more football to watch today. And that makes Mondays a heck of a lot better.
And let's not forget.
Oh, we're on the cusp of some big.
Let's not forget. Not only was there football yesterday,
Oh, true.
the world seemed to have forgotten that the WNBA playoffs are now set. And the Liberty somehow, some way, found their way into an 8 seed. I don't know how they pulled it off. They had insurmountable odds against the Mystics, and the Mystics just dropped 2 in a row. Liberty got their one that they needed and snuck right on in there for their first playoff berth since 2017.
Let's go.
Let's go, New York Liberty.
Way to go.
Sabrina Yonsku and company.
Yeah.
Should be fun to watch. I'm not sure if they'll do anything in the playoffs,
I think
but
they're
hey.
gonna get trounced.
Hey, Sabrina could show a little rookie playoff sensation
I
here.
can see what the matchup is, but I'm assuming the 8 seed does not have the easiest path in the WNBA playoffs.
Yeah, definitely not.
They're
Especially
kinda
because
weird,
that
right?
Connecticut Sun is
Yeah,
sitting
they're a little
there.
scary, but they get like a 2-game bye or something. Dude.
Yeah, they do. They do get, I believe it is 2 games. And remember, this is my first real season with the WNBA, so I'm still a little shaky on some parts of this. I've got most of it nailed down. But there are some parts of this where I'm still a little unsure on how things work. So bear with me here. But let's go through the playoffs here. Hang on. My computer's being real weird this morning. Real weird.
Yeah,
Sean saw it. It just
not
didn't want to turn
on.
on.
It was plugged in. It was like, yeah, I'm getting that good
Yeah,
electricity.
no,
but I don't
well,
wanna
give
do
me a
nothing
second.
with
I
it.
need to juice up, Just give me a second.
Mm.
Okay. So, TV schedule.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. God, dude. Her Hoop Stats on Twitter. Best WNBA source there is, I swear. There really is. So, Thursday, the 23rd, we have the number 7 seed Dallas Wings at Chicago, the Chicago Sky.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have 2 games on Thursday, one at 8, one at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Dallas Wings at Chicago Sky, and then New York Liberty at Phoenix Mercury.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess that the Mercury beat the New York Liberty. Dallas versus Chicago should be very
That would be a
interesting,
great game.
especially in
I feel like,
playoffs.
yeah, they're very similar kind of.
So then the second round would be the winner of, let's see here. It must be the winner of, it must go by seedings. Okay. So the winner, I think it must be the lower seed.
Actually, here it is.
Is it? Okay.
So round 1 is the 5 through 8 seeds.
Yes.
5 and 8.
Yep.
And 7 and 6.
And then the winners of those go on to take on Minnesota Lynx
Right.
and Seattle Storm.
So Seattle as the 4th seed will take the higher seed winner
That's what I
of the
figured. Okay.
first round.
That's what I
Minnesota will take the lower seed winner. And then it is the same for the semifinals where the Aces will take the higher seed winner. The Connecticut Sun will take the lower seed winner as the first seed.
Gotcha.
Aces as the second seed. And then the winners of those two play each other for a chance to win the WNBA championship for 2021.
Let's go. I'm very excited for this. So Thursday is first round, then Sunday will be the second round, and then the semifinals, which will be, we don't know who exactly will be, besides Connecticut and Vegas will be somewhere lurking around there.
Yes.
Will be on Tuesday of next week and Thursday of next week.
Soon. Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
Worth noting.
Yeah.
The first and second rounds are single elimination.
Yes.
The semifinals are a best of 5.
Yes.
And then the finals are also a best of 5.
Yes. Very excited.
It'll be interesting to see a series of WNBA games. See how that actually
I know,
goes
right?
back and forth. Exciting stuff.
I watched WNBA playoffs. I didn't watch the bubble year. I watched it. Oh God, that's got to be 2 or 3 years ago now. Maybe even 4 years. It's when the Lynx made a run and didn't win.
Mm.
Because the only reason I even know and was informed about the WNBA is because the Minnesota Lynx were so good for so long. That's literally what first made me curious about the WNBA. Because in Minnesota, it's not any of our major sports, but there is a good amount of people that
I'm
do
sure
support
that's
the Lynx.
probably one of the prime markets where you have a big enough market in general to actually have people that would support it, and then the rest of the teams are kind of making everyone terrible. They're making everyone sad.
Any team that wins in the state of Minnesota immediately becomes much more popular.
That was like the Philadelphia Soul, man. During those the mid 2000 to 2010s, when there was a lot of kind of after the Phillies' big run where they were really contenders, but before the Eagles were not anything good, and then when the Sixers were processing. And we had the Flyers were kind of doing some good stuff then. But, man, we had some true Soul fans. The winningest franchise in Philadelphia history. Shame they took away arena football from us, but
it is a shame.
Such is life. Such is tiny football leagues.
True. T. Barlow, if you're out there, I want to by the way, yes, we still hold the Sun golden ticket.
Bro, speaking of the Sun, oh, man. They're on a 14-game win streak. 4th longest in WNBA history, and they're not done yet. If they
number 1 seed.
Number one seed. 14-game win streak for a 26-6 record. That first of all, when you do the math there, you're like, oh, okay, so they were 12-6.
Yeah, they weren't overly impressive.
They were 12-6, decent, and then they just became 26-6 real quick. They're already the franchise record.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of WNBA history, there's only 3 better streaks ever. Houston, who had 15-game streak in 1998.
Minnesota Lynx?
No.
Really?
The Phoenix Sun, actually.
Phoenix Sun.
Oh, man.
Phoenix Mercury.
Phoenix Mercury. It's okay because they're planets and they're suns. They had a 16-game streak in 2014, and the Sparks had an 18 in 2001. So, in theory, if they sweep that first round, that's 17. Then they just need to win the next one. They're tied for first. If they can sweep the semifinals and then win first two in the finals, they'll have the longest streak ever.
I wonder how the Connecticut Sun are going to be in a series.
I'd imagine really good.
You think so?
I think defense? A team that relies more on that kind of D than putting up crazy points every game.
Remember, the Sun have had good defense all year long. They've been number 1, 2, or 3 for defense all year long. This is the first time in the last probably 8 games where their offense is also a lethal weapon.
Yeah,
It used to just be the defense, and now they figured out the offense too. And oh boy, scary team going into the finals. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how far the Sun can go, and if they can actually win this, and we can cash our ticket, would be beautiful. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited. What's some of the predictions out there? I want to know T. Barlow's predictions out there.
What he's thinking on it.
What he's thinking. What are you thinking for this? Because I don't know. I'm just excited for playoffs. We finally have playoffs in a sport. It feels like it's been a little while, you know?
Yeah. I feel like here's my prediction.
Here's your
this is how I think it's gonna go,
Sean.
And I have to make sure I put them in the right spots. I think the Phoenix Mercury and the Chicago Sky come out round 1.
I would agree with you.
And I'll tell you why.
I am a coin flip on the Chicago Sky and Dallas.
I know it's very, very close, and I'm leaning to.
But Phoenix Mercury, I think, definitely make it in.
Yeah, I think that they're a very good team, and I just think, to me, something about the Wings. I feel like every time I've bet on them, they've done something wacky. So I'm like, you know what? You guys at Chicago Sky in.
Yeah.
Put them. Get out of here.
Dallas Wings are just a young team with a lot of shooters, and it's like either they show up and they shoot the shit out of the ball, and that's the only way they win because they don't play great defense, or they don't show up and they're going to get crushed.
Your way. I don't trust like that.
No.
So then that would put the Sky against the Mercury. I'm sorry, not the Sky.
No,
that would be next, but the Storm against the Mercury and the Sky against the Lynx, and those are
Sky Lynx is a great matchup.
So I think Storm Mercury too.
Yeah, that would also be a good matchup. But Lynx and Chicago have been going at it all season long. They have been back and forth in all their games. And Mercury and Seattle, I'm pretty sure, have too. Also, Phoenix Mercury almost took down Las Vegas Aces last night. Damn, they were close. Lost by 1 on a great last block by the Las Vegas Aces. It was actually quite incredible.
So I would say, in my opinion, I think the Mercury take the Storm.
Yeah.
I think they beat the Storm, a little upset, and I think Minnesota takes care of business against the Sky.
I hope they do.
Which then puts up a very interesting Sun Mercury and then Aces Lynx.
See, I would much rather have the Sun play the Lynx than the Mercury. The Mercury are the one dark horse team that I'm terrified of right now.
But the Sun cannot play the Lynx.
Really? Is it not possible?
Because they're the third seed.
Yeah,
so if they win the game, they will play the second seed.
Darn. Yeah, the Mercury scare me. That's that one dark horse team that I can see coming to the playoffs with Brittany and Diana. They're playing well. They've played very well since the break. I can see that being a problem.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have them play the Storm too.
Imagine Brittany Griner in a 5-game series.
I know.
That's got to be hard to beat. She's just got to wear you down every single day.
But I feel like it's a very, very good chance that the final is just Sun Aces.
That is a very good chance. They are. Aces are still the second best team in my mind by quite a ways. So yeah, I would think Sun Aces is very believable. But remember, the Seattle Storm only started being less good recently. And I have a feeling when playoff time comes around, they're gonna wake up and we're gonna see the Storm that we saw before. So that's another team. I think all four of them. I think Mercury, Storm. I don't see the Lynx making a huge push. I just don't. I just don't trust them enough. But Mercury, Aces, Sun, and Storm. I think I have in my semifinals, and boy, all those series are going to be really good, really, really good. But that's it. WNBA. Also, we did sweep in VIP.
Hey,
for
you can't have Mercury, Aces, Sun, and Storm.
Huh?
That's illegal.
Really? There can't be that four?
Mercury's,
because they face each other.
Yeah, Mercury's the fifth.
This is gonna be interesting.
Actually, I guess they could. Actually, I am looking at it the wrong way, where they get flipped. They don't. That's weird because you look at a bracket like, okay, these are the two sides.
T. Barlow says, got us on the comments at work. No, you're spot on. I think the finals is chalk though. Aces versus the Sun. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I have that weird feeling that the Aces aren't going to get there.
Okay, so if the Wings win and then the Mercury wins, the Mercury goes over to play the Lynx, and then the Wings go over there to play the Storm. So then it could be Storm Sun, but the Storm would have to win. If the Sky wins, then it cannot.
Okay.
Very interesting. Kind of hard to make playoff.
Yeah, that's kind of like,
Also worth noting, MLB playoffs.
Yes,
We're getting there.
We're getting right into all of it.
If we started today.
Started today.
Was this including yesterday's games? Because
I've got the one including yesterday's games.
Is it?
Yes, we're on the same one. We're on the same one. If the season ended today, the AL wildcard game on October 5th, so we're really only 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Would be Blue Jays at Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that means that the Yankees would be eliminated from the MLB playoffs. If the season were to end today, the Yankees are officially out of the playoffs. Let me repeat that one more time. If the playoffs started today, the Yankees would not be in the MLB playoffs. I don't even remember the last time. I don't know if that's happened.
It's been a while.
I seriously don't know when that's happened.
Insane.
Yeah, the moves that they made to try and get to the playoffs, that's might be one of the first teams to ever pay the luxury tax and not make playoffs too, now that I think about it. If they are paying luxury tax, which I'm pretty sure they are after all those trades. Anyways, AL wildcard game, Blue Jays at Red Sox would be October 5th if the playoffs started today. NL wildcard game, October 6th, would be Cardinals at Dodgers. Dodgers might not even sneak in. They probably won't win their division at this point.
The Giants.
They are a game back.
The Giants lead them by 1. For the NL East, the Braves lead the Phillies by 2.
Okay.
That'll be tough.
Yeah.
The Yankees are 1.5 back from the Blue Jays. The A's are still technically alive, but they're 2 back there from also the Jays.
Okay.
And then for the NL wild card spot, Cardinals have a 3-game lead on the Reds, and then the Padres and Phillies are both technically still alive again in that scenario, but 3.5 games back.
Yeah. So the only 3 teams that have clinched so far are the Giants, Dodgers, and Brewers.
Yep.
They're the only 3 that are in. Odds boost, Blue Jays, and A's today. Thank you very much.
Good to know.
Good to know. AL wildcard game October 5th would be Blue Jays at Red Sox. NL wildcard game October 6th would be Cardinals at Dodgers. AL divisional series, which starts October 7th, best of 5 obviously, would be the winner of the AL wildcard, so Blue Jays at Red Sox, at the Rays.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wins that goes to the Rays. And then it would be White Sox and Astros for the other AL divisional series, which is going to be a good one. It might be a good one. I'd very much like the White Sox to beat them.
Hey, me too, man. I got that White Sox World Series future sitting there looking up at me like, hey, buddy, are we going to do this?
Hey, buddy. NL Divisional Series starts October 8th. That's also best of 5, obviously. Wild card game winner from Cardinals at Dodgers at Giants. So we might get Dodgers at Giants to start the NL Divisional Series, which would be great. And then the other one, as of right now, would be Braves at Brewers.
Also
which would be
fun.
Interesting. A very interesting.
Whoever comes out of the NL on that
the NL is tight right now.
it's gonna be good.
The NL
Whoever
is
comes
really,
out of there
really tight.
is gonna be a fun team to see. I mean, I think the Brewers take care of the Braves, and I'm assuming the Giants should beat.
But
maybe not the Dodgers. They should. They would beat the Cardinals.
And honestly, I don't even think the Brewers beat the Braves.
You don't think the Brewers beat the Braves?
I don't know, man. I really don't. With the series being at Milwaukee, maybe. But I wouldn't say that series is over by any means. And Giants, whoever they get put with, good luck, because they either get Cardinals or Dodgers, right?
Yeah, I think.
And either way, like
they should be able to take care of the Cardinals, but the Dodgers Giants in a 5-game would be electric.
And I still think the Cardinals have something.
I don't think they go down laying down, but I think the Giants should be able to beat them.
Yeah.
5.
So the tightest races.
I don't know about the Dodgers though.
The very tight races right now, basically pretty much everyone is out of it, is Yankees to try and sneak into that wild card spot against the Blue Jays, because that AL East is just better than everyone. They have 4 possible playoff teams. So Yankees a game and a half back of the Blue Jays. They have to. Cardinals are my favorite dark horse. Yeah, I have been really liking the Cardinals lately. I'm not gonna lie. Especially when Adam Wainwright's on the mound, that guy is a beast. And they have a couple other pitchers that have been doing pretty well. Anyways, Yankees game and a half back of the Blue Jays obviously is the one that everyone will be mostly focusing on. And then the NL East, the Phillies could slide in there. They could they could very, very possibly. They're only 2 games back of the Braves, and then obviously the Dodgers being behind the Giants by 1 game is also something to watch for. But they've both already clinched, so it's not really anything. It's just basically who has to play wild card and who doesn't. Woodruff hasn't been as good, but seeing Burns, Woody, and Peralta will be brutal. Yeah, I would agree with you. I think their core pitching has been at its probably least best of the entire season coming down the stretch. Hasn't been as good, so that's why I do think that if they get the Braves, and maybe even if they get if they get the Phillies, I'm pretty sure the Brewers will beat them. I don't see the Phillies doing much right now, but hey, playoff baseball is playoff baseball, and it changes a lot of things. Also, I think we talked about this last year when playoff baseball was coming around. Playoff baseball is the best playoffs of any sport if you take the entertainment from regular season into playoffs. Yeah. It is the best transition from a regular season to a playoff season. It is the most intense, most electric. Now, I'm not saying it's the best playoffs because it's not. NFL playoffs are obviously amazing, incredible, blah, 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 blah. NHL playoffs, the speed is turned up tenfold. But the fact that you have regular season baseball, 180 games, and it's just kind of like, oh, yeah, let's go with the flow. And then you watch the first playoff game, and you have starting pitchers fist pumping after strikeouts and guys like bat flipping the shit out of their bats when they score. Like, it is electric when playoff baseball comes around. If you don't watch baseball during the regular season, I can understand why it gets a little long, gets a little boring. But boy, you better be watching playoff baseball because this shit gets intense and it is fun to watch. Playoff baseball, playoff WNBA.
Fun stuff.
They're both coming. Better get ready. Boy, am I excited to stop capping 15 baseball games a day.
Yeah, that won't be something I miss a lot.
No, definitely not. I will enjoy the nice, just not doing that.
So every day we do it. I'm like, let's go, feeling fresh, feeling ready, and then it's like, all right, at 8:40, Dodgers, freaking.
Also, baseball
Padres.
season is the only reason I haven't slept in a long time.
Yeah.
Because even on freaking weekends, you have to wake up early to go cap freaking baseball.
Yeah, what the heck?
They start at
Put your
noon.
games at night, you weirdos.
Yeah, just play like every other sport and go at night when everyone watches. I do not like.
But baseball during the day is good for the spectators. Nothing like an afternoon on a weekend. You just flip on the telly and there's some good old boys with some bats and balls.
Might not be here later, but or Royals are getting curb stomped today. Hey, that MLB sweep yesterday.
Oh.
Mariners money line absolutely destroyed the Royals 7-1, and then of course the over in the Red Sox Orioles, which ended up at 14, easy. Along with the WNBA sweep, easy.
So it looks like the fellas are gonna win the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Hey,
we're looking hot.
I think we clinched the playoffs. Rough Sunday, then Monday for you, Braxton.
Oh yeah. That couldn't have been fun there.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's the first time that they've lost in September. I know Braxton lost a lot of bets last night with that Chiefs money line. I could have used the McCole Hardman touchdown for another touchdown. You saw my first hit yesterday, which was beautiful. I almost had another one in the Chiefs game. McCole Hardman touchdown would have paid a plus 2,500 once again. That's fine.
Dude, I gotta be I used to be so averse to placing touchdown bets. I just, for some reason, it's one that makes my brain go. Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What do you quit that? You don't know who's gonna score, but man, even the bets I've taken have been lucky, and you've been so hot on them. I'm like, maybe I got it.
Maybe. You know, you gotta pick and choose. You gotta be willing to lose a couple.
Hey, you've been calling some of these, man.
Yeah, I've been feeling real good about my touchdown bets. I'm not gonna lie. I've been feeling real good.
I've been taking all these QB rushing ones, and I'm like, but what if he throws the ball, but then he doesn't? And I'm like, all right.
I do love my parlays for NFL. I've been waiting for them for a long time.
You have been. You've been hitting.
I just want to touch on this briefly so no one comes in here and acts like a cockhead to me. Yes, I watched the Vikings game yesterday. Yes, I watched us miss a 37-yarder to win the game. Yes, I saw all of those things. And yes, I also saw it coming. If you think for 1 second that I thought we were going to hit that fucking field goal, you are out of your mind. Understand the pain and the misery that I have lived through as a Vikings fan with kickers. I have watched us blow more games than I can count because of a missed field goal. And a missed field goal inside 40. Yeah. Blair Walsh broke my heart. This stupid little Greg Joseph kid just broke my heart.
Gregory.
Now, the only nice side of this is I did have the Cardinals to win yesterday, so that was the only kind of little nice side of that. But yes, I'm very well aware that my team sucks. I'm very well aware that we can't kick field goals. I'm very well aware of it all.
That 55-yarder through the uprights. Just couldn't make the easy one, which I suppose is even more.
Yeah. No, he can hit a 57 to send us into OT for Dalvin Cook to fumble, and then we get a game-winner field goal. And then he can't hit a 37-yarder to beat the Cardinals, which, by the way, was an incredible game.
That was amazing.
Listen, I was definitely disappointed that field goal missed, even though I knew it was coming. My whole house was like, oh, you guys are going to win. And I'm like, no, we're not. Like, watch, we're going to lose. Like, watch. Sure as shit, he pulled it. And they're all like, oh! And I just, like, walked away like, yeah, I know. I figured. Also, the Vikings, an amazing, they, I I can't be mad about my team because we weren't supposed to come that close to the Cardinals anyways. In my mind, I didn't think there was any angle that we could. Yes, we blew a lead, but the fact that we even had that big of a lead for a little while was impressive. I'm very happy with my offense. There were some lapses in the defense, but at the end of the day, it's the Cardinals. It's Kyler Murray. That guy is insane. If you have Kyler Murray on your fantasy team, you are probably going to almost the finals in your league this year.
Yeah.
He is putting up 30-plus points a game, and I don't think he's going to stop.
He's just like a kid out there. He's just like a kid who's out there just having a ball. Like, he's just in the backyard, and he's playing against, like, 6'6" men. But he's just in a backyard having fun. Like, even on that pick he threw yesterday, you see he was just having fun.
He just
like he slung that ball out and then landed like this.
Yeah.
And then was sitting there and he was he's just running around.
And it's so hard to grab that man.
Yes.
One, his O-line is a lot better than I thought it was.
True.
Because our D-line is pretty good, and they could
No, they put it together. They put it together well.
They were doing well. Derrick Henry alone killed you yesterday? Yeah, I feel that. Also, Luke talking shit about how good his team is when Derrick Henry put up 46 is pretty funny. Considering his team put up like 146, which means like Derrick Henry was a third of your points. But hey.
No.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, that is the problem with that man going against him is because at any point in time, he could do that. He can rush for 180 and 3 touchdowns on basically any game he touches the ball, and it's very, very scary. I'm putting up 145 this week and losing by 33 to Isaac. Yeah, I feel that. In our house league, I am the second highest scoring points this week, and I still lost. So that feels real good when you are the second highest scorer and you still lose. I lost by 3. It really hurt. It didn't feel very good.
You gonna cry about it?
Almost. And then in my league that I really care about, I scored the least amount of points of anyone in the league with 78.
That's always
yeah.
That's always
Dak,
brutal.
my kicker got 0. Dallas Goedert got 2. Elijah Mitchell didn't do much, but now it's okay because the whole entire rest of the backfield is hurt. So Elijah Mitchell's stock just went up again. I don't know, man.
The entire rest of the backfield really is hurt.
No, literally. Jermichael Hasty went out with an ankle injury yesterday. Trace Sermon, as we all saw, the first carry he got
wrecked.
Fucking wrecked.
Dumb.
Like, bad. He's in concussion protocol. Obviously, Raheem Mostert's done for the season getting his surgery. It's just San Fran once again.
Fullback, too.
Oh, yeah. Use check. We used to call him Jizzcock.
Bruh.
Well, it kind of looks like Jizz.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Use check. He also went down, too, so I don't know what the hell they're going to do.
No, they truly are just...
And their one running back that is healthy was probably the one that looked the worst in Elijah Mitchell.
They're going to steal Le'Veon Bell off of the practice squad, just like they stole Trenton Cannon.
They have to sign someone. They have to. There's no way that they can.
Imagine Le'Veon in a Niners uni. Uh-oh. It's a little scary.
That is a little scary and probably a great fit, too. Oh. Yikes. I don't want to see him play football on any of my running backs' teams. He is a fantasy nuisance.
He won't get it.
But he's such a fantasy nuisance. He just steals things.
Yeah, he does.
He's a little stealer.
No, he used to be a stealer.
All right, what else do we have?
The Jameis experiment is over. He will be sent to the waiver wires immediately.
Yeah, I dropped it. You know, it's funny. I dropped him last week after his good week.
Why'd you have him and then drop him after he played well?
I was like, you know, I don't need you on my team. You were fun to think of as a backup, but I need other players instead. I don't need you right now. So,
no.
Bye, Jameis.
Harmonica Rat is in a nail biter against Team Potts here. Absolute barn burner. He's still got Devontae left, and I've still got Mason Crosby, TJ Hawkinson, and DeAndre Swift.
Ooh.
And I'm down 10.
Ooh.
So it's really going to come down to it.
Ooh.
But I believe in Harmonica Rat. We're projected 115, and he's projected 111. And there's nothing funnier than hearing... We do have a lot of guys a little bit newer to the fantasy.
We do.
And it just, man, people listening to ESPN projections as if they're the Bible. Like, verse 1, chapter 34.
We have a...
Justin Herbert is projected to score 21.3 points today, and if he does not, then I've been lied to. It's like you realize very quickly that ESPN fantasy rankings, although not abysmal,
rules the Stooges of the world.
Yes,
is literally the information for every stooge out there.
I feel like I can't help but feel like 80% of people set their lineups just based on that number.
They do.
Because, like, sometimes I feel myself doing it. I'm like, wait, why am I listening?
Yeah, wait. I'll do the exact same thing.
I'll be like, oh, I feel like I should start Melvin Gordon, but I guess it's... No, I'm keeping him there. Why am I listening to you? ESPN?
No, don't listen to projections. Do your own little research, because projections are literally just based off previous stats. And you realize that projections are like, oh, this dude will score 0.4 touchdowns. Like, that's literally how they do. That's how they do their scoring.
Make no sense.
Titans dashing the dreams of Seattle in Seattle. Yes, what a freaking comeback. Also, Stephanie, hang on, because I saw you in our group chat say absolutely fade the boys, fade Titans, everything, and then I saw you tweet later on. I told everyone all week that the Titans going to have it, and I need you to pick a side and stick with it, because I saw both things come out of your mouth, and you can't do that. You can't do that. I hope you know that if that would have been Braxton who sent that in that group chat and then tweeted that, I would have screenshotted it and put him on blast. But since it's Stephanie, I holstered it. Holstered. No, I'm just kidding. It was pretty funny, though, to see it. To see you talking your rah-rah on Twitter. Which, hey, talk your rah-rah on Twitter. I love it. If my team came back and beat Seattle after everyone was calling us out, too, fuck yeah, I'd be talking my rah-rah. I did think it was kind of funny. Also, Braxton got his cover on that. Braxton yesterday goes, Derrick Henry doesn't run until it gets cold, blah, 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 all this stuff, blah, blah, talks about taking, like, why we should take Seattle the whole time, and then at the very end goes, and that's why I'm on Titans plus 6.5. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you. To be fair, I pulled the full 160 on the Titans Seahawks on the show as well. I'm not telling anyone to take the Titans, but against the spread they cover or outright win. I don't know why that is when they're dogs. Yeah. I feel like if the Titans get disrespected, they probably come out and win most games. That's the mean Derrick Henry. Also, did he have 200 yards in the third quarter? Like, legitimately, I think he almost had 200 yards in the third quarter.
That's fun.
It was pretty close. Like, maybe 150. All purpose. It was quite incredible. Can you check how many yards he has?
I don't know. I think you can. I actually found... in one of my, because man, I'll just look at Google and be like, I know you don't understand what I'm about to ask you here, but I'm trying to get some really random stats, like, what are the Colts record against the Broncos in the third quarter of home games where they're...
And Google's like, information overload.
And they're like, yeah, Broncos are playing Colts on Tuesday. And you're like, no, they're not. Tuesday doesn't have football. But there's one of these sites. But yeah, in those searches, you do find some pretty cool statistical sites. And,
statistical things.
Quarter splits.
Did you find it?
No,
I didn't think so.
Give me a. But here's a fantasy beef I have.
182 rushing, 5 carries for 55 yards. It was beautiful because now people who say Henry is a one-dimensional back can see he's making an effort to evolve. Is there people out there that say Derrick Henry's a one-dimensional back?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think, because really, why would he still not be in that conversation with the top 2, 3?
Oh, Braxton. Some people in this world are double cheeked up. Carson Wentz is double ankled up, ripped to the homie. Yeah,
he'll be fine.
I don't think he is.
He'll be fine.
This was my last chance for Carson to prove to me that he wasn't a fragile piece of glass, and he is in fact probably a fragile piece of glass.
Dude, he's not a fragile piece of glass.
It kind of looks like he might be a fragile piece of glass.
No, dude, he came. Dude, all he does is defy the odds.
And then get hurt again.
He'll be fine.
Jesus is on his side.
I absolutely guarantee he will play next week and throw 500 yards. He'll be fine.
He's fine.
He
guys.
throws touchdowns with torn ACLs. He gets hurt, and he's like, that's unfortunate for right now, but I'll be back. He'll be fine.
Okay.
He'll be fine. Let me see.
Also, if you say that Derrick Henry is a one-dimensional back, you're a stooge, and you probably listen to ESPN.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of it's been a narrative. I don't agree with it, but it certainly has been something that makes people like, oh, well, like
the man is bigger, stronger,
Alvin,
and faster than everyone. He's not one-dimensional.
Yeah,
he's just very good at the dimension that he's very good at.
People think if you're not a pure shady back, that all you do is run straight
and stiff arm people through the floor.
Yeah, I mean it's like, no, you're an NFL running back. You have a bag of tricks just because your typical style.
That one 55-yard run or whatever here, 60-yard touchdown run, he literally gets around the edge and outruns people that are half his size.
Yeah.
It is absurd when you see a man that looks like he's twice the size as the guy as the two guys running after, because there's a corner and a safety running after him, and he still outruns both of them. Like, how? How do you do that? You're bigger than them. And Tony Pollard over Zeke, yes, absolutely. Tony Pollard is going to get paid someday soon. The man is very, very good. I think the change of pace backs is a very good thing for Dallas. Also, Dallas money line. Thank you. My underdog of the day. Actually, both of our underdogs for the day. Darn. That would have been a good video. Cute. Sean did, in fact, call Raiders money line underdogs. Braxton called me an idiot. I called Cowboys money line as an underdogs. Braxton was like, yeah, And Braxton's money line underdog, the freaking Dolphins yesterday, who lost 35-0. I parlayed all three of those. Yours was fine. Mine was fine. Someone else's wasn't. How do you think the Dolphins are going to beat the Bills after the Bills just lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers? How do you think that?
Heard about a little Jacoby Brissett action. Like, hey,
don't even blame Tua, because Tua looked like ass before he got hurt.
Here's the thing. I know we're done talking about Carson Wentz, but I'm not.
Okay. Fair. That's fair. Hey, this is half your show, so.
My guy's good. Well, I just want to give him some shine.
Yeah.
Because the Colts obviously a little disappointing so far.
Very disappointing.
But I think it's on everyone except Carson Wentz, and that's not just me saying it. I mean, the defense is supposed to be the key piece of that team.
Yes, it is.
And they can't stay off the field.
They did, and they did almost beat the Rams yesterday.
Yeah, they did. And Carson had been healthy. He's 45 of 69, almost 500 yards already 3 tutters, just 1 interception. And remember that was whatever.
It's whatever. We don't have to pay attention to those.
And he's been extending plays super well on his feet, like he was never injured. He's been all over the place, bouncing around. He's been sacked 6 times and hit 21 times. Do you want to know how to injure a quarterback? Is let Aaron Donald roll up on him and then sprain his ankle. If Aaron Donald sprains your ankle, it's not one you're popping back into the game for, but should be fine for next week.
Also, speaking of QBs being hurt.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
How many freaking times did I tell this show, do not start Justin Fields. Do not start him. Do not start him. Let Andy Dalton get hurt behind him, behind that center. Let him take the sure shit. There goes down Andy Dalton. And that could have very easily been Justin Fields. And it's going to be Justin Fields next. It's going to be Justin Fields. Don't start him.
Well, now they don't have a...
They need to get one.
They should just get someone else.
He's going to get hurt.
Chicago would go up in flames.
I know.
If the Bears organization went out and got, like, Cam... And we're like, all right, we're starting Cam Newton. Justin, it's time for you to learn.
Don't start him. Don't do it. He's going to get hurt.
Andy
Dalton lasted a game and a half behind that offensive line.
He can't move, though.
And Justin Fields can, which will buy him a game until some linebacker is like, hey, I'm going to end your freaking life. Remember when you said the pace of the NFL isn't what you expected? Yeah, watch this. And he's going to put his hand on his throat, pick him up with one hand, and put his head through the ground.
I think that's a horse collar.
No, it's a choke. Imagine a flag coming out. Personal foul, choking, defense.
Assault. You're gonna a criminal trial.
Yeah. I'm very, very, very worried for Justin Fields if Andy Dalton doesn't come back. I'm very, very worried.
You just gotta put him in.
I know. He's going to get hurt.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not. I don't like seeing franchise players go down in their very first season because then they come back.
He's not a franchise player.
Yeah, not if he gets hurt.
Fair enough. I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta toss the guy in the fire. I'm with you. If it's not your if you got a veteran guy you want to start, go for it. But hey, this is when heroes are made. This is when true franchise players are formed in the fire.
I don't agree at all.
They'll play for him.
If I have Justin Fields on my team, I am like, please do not start. Please, can we just take one season in the offseason, sign as many offensive linemen as possible, draft as many as possible, and then we will start him. But your O-line is worse than it even started 2 games ago. And now you want to throw Justin Fields back there?
Man, you just got to throw him in the fire.
It doesn't
Forge him.
It doesn't work.
You take this little college player and you throw him in the fire and you forge him.
You don't even believe what you're saying right now.
No, I don't. But I no, I'm fully in the camp that if you have a veteran option, give your rookie a year.
Yeah.
Give him. But you know what? If
really
that time comes up, that's when you go and get him. You go and get him. He might end up Burrow, or he might end up like Hibby. He might end up like... There's a lot of things that can happen. And when your chance is called, that's a message from God. When your name is called and you have to step up to the plate...
Hang on. Braxton just sent me on something on Twitter, and I can't stop watching it. Because it is pretty fun. And his cat... So just watch the video. Also, we're probably going to have to pull this up, because it's... You know what his caption was on this? He said, "Me on shotgun bets."
I can pull it up. Want me to pull it up?
Yeah. Go ahead. No, he sent it to us by DM.
But he sent it in a Twitter DM?
Yeah. All right, you guys have to watch this.
But yeah, that's when you're called. That's when you're called upon by God. I don't care if you're a rookie. I don't care if you're a 90-year-old man who doesn't have one of his legs. If you're sitting there on an NFL roster and they say, "You're up," you go,
"Oh, yeah."
And that's your time to be the man. That's your time to be the savior of Chicago. That's your time, Justin Fields. You don't want to get hurt, don't get hit.
I agree with you, but I saw him almost get beheaded in preseason.
It is unfortunate that he's going to have to go in like this, but hey, do something.
Also, Zach Wilson sucks.
Oh, all right. He absolutely sucked last week. I think. Nope, that's about all I can say.
Yeah, he just sucks.
Obviously, this could go down as a bad footnote if he has a decent rest of the season, but something about that did not feel good.
It just was
probably
not.
The 5 interceptions.
Probably like the 4 interceptions in the first 6 throws might have done it.
Yes, that was ugly.
In the hang on. Speaking of this, Colts QB Carson Wentz is dealing with injuries to not just one ankle but both ankles. Sources say he's having tests today to determine the severity of the ankle sprained yesterday.
I mean, that's fine though. I mean, they're just gonna find out. They're gonna say, "Oh, all right, Aaron Donald rolled up upon you. He's a big man." But you'll be all right because you're a bigger man in your heart and soul.
More on Bears QB Andy Dalton. The initial this was 45 seconds ago.
Whoa.
The initial exams did show no ACL tear and no damage to the MCL. Source said MRI today, but the early diagnosis of bone bruise would show he dodged major injury. That would be good news considering what it looked like at first glance. What are these comments?
I forgot Nick Foles was over there, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Because he normally gets all the shine in that backup quarterback conversation, and now he's not even.
I would start Nick Foles over Justin Fields. Just save him. Save him.
You're just a madman, though.
I'm just a reasonable man. I would get burned at the stake by my fans if I was a head coach because I would do what's right for the team and not what's right for the fans.
You're absolutely right.
If someone hired me as a coach, I would have to have a guarantee in my contract that you wouldn't fire me for the first 3 years because I'm like, hey, fans are not gonna like me for the first couple years.
I need several well-armed security guards, and I need 3 years to execute my vision.
Just give me a couple years to weed out
that
these
Gruden contract.
freaking players. It's not a bad contract, and it's
that
showing.
Gruden contract.
It's showing why it wasn't a bad contract. Even though I still think it's a bad contract.
Him and Derek Carr were getting a little physical on the sidelines after that game. He kind of came up on him and was like, "You see that, bro?
Did you see the? You didn't see the belly bump?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
He went for man. It was
Dude, Derek Carr went for a chest bump.
each other.
And instead of chest bumping, and John Gruden just sat him in his gut and just pressed up against him. And was like, "Yeah, baby, Derek, yeah." It was a really weird celebration.
I feel like
he just got up underneath him with his gut leverage and was like, "Yeah."
See, that was a total narrative coming into the season that's been completely given up on because they've been playing well.
Yeah.
Team's getting real sick of their little lovey-dovey, little what are they calling? Their honeymoon phase is getting old. They're gonna or
a quarterback and a coach with a good connection that understand the offense that they're running could be lethal against teams that they shouldn't even have beaten, and they've beaten 2.
This is true.
Las Vegas.
Can you show the video from Braxton?
Yeah.
Braxton's
I didn't know that was this. All right.
That was scary. And I was all of a
all
sudden
right?
sound came from over there, and it was loud, and it was a sound I wasn't expecting, and wow.
You okay?
Yeah.
All
So
right.
Braxton sent us this, and his caption was "Me on shotgun bets," which this might be the most accurate. The shotgun.
Jeez.
Oh, Braxton, one of these days
Wow.
you'll win one.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. You're 0 for 5 now?
Yes.
Thanks. That's a lot.
You're 4-0 more now.
Nice. I'm glad that both of us have won one, by the way. It's not just me beating up on Braxton.
Yeah,
it's the fellas beating up on Suck My Take.
If I lost that and tarnished our good reputation.
I was a little nervous for you, but hey, you pulled it out. No sweat win.
Easy.
Big Ben just looked like trash yesterday. Then Watt coming up with a groin injury after the big signing this week. Yeah, that's not a good look for Pittsburgh. It seemed like he was the one bright spot for them, even in their not so great games.
Yeah.
He is a monster, by the way. Also, can someone explain to me how that wasn't a TJ Watt strip fumble on Derek Carr when the ball clearly flew out of his hands and it was clearly recovered by Pittsburgh, even though they gave it to Ray? I don't know. Rather be 0-30 than 0-9 because that means I stopped shooting.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
If you make 0-30, that would be, well, 1, you'd be an alcoholic, and 2, can someone document this? This might be the most insane run.
I mean, we do have them all documented.
I've even taken plus monies. I've taken plus. I've tried. I've genuinely tried to get you a win, and you just can't do it. You just can't do it. It's okay. One day, once upon a time, you'll get there.
Hey,
True. Can't be an alcoholic in college. That's right. His liver is documented. So true. We have 2.5 minutes before we get out of here for bets. What do we need to talk about? Our not sports topic of the day. What is it? Everyone that's sitting on their computer at work or whatever you're doing, tab over. We need a topic. First one to say the topic wins. I'm waiting. Someone's going to come up with something.
I'm waiting.
And I'm going to talk about it. Extreme midget wrestling is off the list, by the way. We've already covered that topic. That is the last topic that we got.
Can we talk about Hasbulla?
We can. No. Okay. Braxton's no fun today.
Boo.
Boo. Anyways, what are we talking about with Hasbulla? Is he back in the news again?
Man,
Is he fighting yet?
No, he's not fighting yet, but he's just been all over the place doing all sorts of stuff.
Hey, he's a celebrity.
Didn't
realize he was
an
20 years
icon.
old, by the way.
I thought, yeah.
I didn't know what to think of it because I'm like, that's clearly a little old man. Like, that is very clearly not a kid. But
I've just seen some.
Yeah,
I
apparently
think
he's 19 or 20 now. If
Yes.
you don't know who Hasbulla is, you should.
we'll pull up a little thing.
He's the little Russian dude who looks like a kid but is actually an adult.
Yeah, you probably have seen a video of him fighting another adult that is like child size.
What celebrity do I think I could beat up in the ring?
Hasbulla.
I could probably take Hasbulla. What celebrity do I think I could beat up in a ring?
Oh yeah, I need someone.
I need someone, one, I don't like.
Yeah, someone that you have a burning fire towards, and then also who isn't physically gifted in any way.
Yeah, I need to think about my matchup here.
You gotta find someone who's not famous. Actually, I keep seeing that new Wu-Tang show getting recommended to me. I have been meaning to watch it.
I have not watched it yet.
I haven't either, but I have been. It's on the list. It's on the list. I just don't ever get to the list. Is the problem?
Yeah, Sean has a lot of different things he likes to watch, so it's tough to.
I love consuming.
Yeah. Also, Apple Plus TV.
Plus,
Our
TV,
roommate has it.
Apple Plus TV.
If you are a fan of action shows and just like weird concepts, you should watch SEE on Apple Plus. It is intense. It is mind-blowing. There's plot twists at every corner of the show. Whew, it's a good one. I recommend highly. What celebrity would I absolutely dominate? C is super. Yes, Braxton. Yes. Finally, something we can agree on. C is sick. I just finally finished. I got all the way caught up through the second season, so now I'm waiting on Friday for the next episode. It is sick. Jason Momoa. It's a big old blind man. He just his sword across people's faces.
Bro, he really just dices people.
Jason Momoa is the guy I beat in the ring.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you want to get your
Shit clapped.
brain separated from the
Ooh.
rest of your skull, bro.
I'm thinking Jay Beebs I would take down pretty easily.
I don't know, dude. What gambler do you think you could beat up from gambling Twitter?
I'm not gonna comment.
Ooh. I think a better question is what capper couldn't we beat up on gambling Twitter? That might narrow down the selection there.
Dude, I think I don't know. I think the Beebs. Hold on. What? I need his measurements.
He's short. He's like 5'8".
Really?
Yeah, I'm bigger than Beebs.
I googled the Beebs. He's 5'9".
He's like 120.
27 years old.
He's like 120 though.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
He's married now. He ain't working out.
Oh yeah, true. He's given up on them.
Yeah.
He looks. Hey, good for him.
Let's see. I have met 3 gambling Twitter cappers in real life.
Yeah.
One, two.
Really? 3?
Oh no, just 2. No 3. I've seen 3 gambling Twitter cappers in pretty much real life.
Are you actually gonna?
I'm gonna say it. I would kick the living fuck out of Matty Oddlocks.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, all respect to Matty Oddlocks,
Dude.
but boy needs to lift a weight.
Nah, he would reach down into like another level, and you
Yeah,
just
that's
would
true.
not.
He's got some inner craziness that I probably can't match, but I would pound his ass. And it's okay if you want to tell him. It's okay. I'll stand by my word. I'll have a conversation. I'll have a conversation with him.
We can organize this.
We can get the fight live on the
But
fellas.
no, I have seen Matty Oddlocks with my own 2 eyes, and let me tell you what.
Were you like,
I'd snap that man. He's a little guy.
He's a
little guy.
I don't know, but he's got a big personality.
A big personality. Huge personality.
But for my celebrity boxing match.
Oh wait, sorry.
Is it a celebrity
It's
boxing
just celebrity.
match?
Yeah, it's just like celebrity.
Are we boxing?
I think it's anything you want.
I pick boxing.
Okay. I'd pick UFC, and I would choke out Justin Bieber in a matter of about 8 seconds.
Actually, maybe I shouldn't do boxing. I don't think that'd be my forte.
Yeah, mine's wrestling 1000%, so I would go UFC.
Or maybe I think I could slap box pretty well. I got some big ol' slappers.
Apparently, I'm decent at it.
Yeah, I watched some violent slap boxing. If I wasn't doubled over laughing, I would have felt some concern for Eric's opponent, but I was too busy crying because I just watched a grown man eat 3 slaps across the face. He knows about it. He was there. He did it. I would have a celebrity boxing match with Fred.
Oh my god, dude. I think about that night almost every day, and I laugh so hard every time, bro. Yeah, I got in a slap box match a couple weeks ago, and boy, I don't think I lost. I don't think I lost.
That's one way to describe it. I would come in like a tornado, though. I'd be like...
Yeah, it would be you got the reach.
I'd be like, I'm the whirlwind. Welcome to the storm.
I've just got that speed. No reach. I got them T-Rex arms. Who? I can't think of a celebrity besides Justin Bieber.
Bro, that's like a... I just feel like that's like we're in 8th grade. It's like, man, I want to punch Justin Bieber in the face, man. I hate Justin Bieber.
No, but when it comes down to it, that would be the person I'd kick the living shit
you probably
out of.
could. You probably could get him.
I just don't. There's not a lot of celebrities out there that are just like dweebs
I
that
pretty,
I don't like.
Most of them are pretty either likable or built.
Yeah.
Although, would it not be better to go out in a blaze of glory? Like, if I just was like, I want to box Vin Diesel.
Yeah. I mean, it would be pretty sick. You'd
Like,
probably get killed.
And I would do it for the... You know what? I think I might sacrifice my body to do it for the people.
Yeah.
I walk in the ring. You know? I would be real cocky about it and then just, like, eat one of the face and pass out.
I've got one.
I think I want it to be Vin Diesel pretending he's Dom Toretto, like, with a necklace, with a wife beater, and just, like... Maybe he drives into the ring.
Yeah.
And then hops out and just like socks me. It's about the spectacle.
I have a toss up between Max Kellerman, Colin Cowherd, and I think those two.
See, would we get bad press for beating up an old man though?
No.
Okay.
And Skip, Colin, and Max. One, I think I could kick the shit out of all 3.
Do you think if me, you, and Braxton tag team them 3?
Oh, game over.
Or in a WWE 3v3 cage match for the briefcase full of all the sports news for the day?
I would say Stephen A, but Stephen A would probably kick the living shit.
He'd probably beat you.
Yeah. No. Max Kellerman, Colin Cowherd. See, I don't mind Colin as much as I don't like other people. Same with Max. And Skip just does his stupid shit just to be
Skip
stupid.
is low-key ripped, though.
Skip might dumpster us. You seen that man's workout highlights? Hey, man. It's like I tell my roommate.
I think it's like the styrofoam.
It's like what I tell my roommate who has no physical power except for the fact that he lifts weights constantly. There's a difference between weightlifting and manual labor strength. Okay? Very two different things. You can be strong. You can look all big and tough and everything. But when it comes down to it, the boys have been slinging logs their life, slinging lumber, doing manual labor, doing construction, doing concrete.
Yeah.
Those are the boys that you watch out for. You don't fuck with manual labor.
When I worked at a freaking amusement park, I used to carry around upwards of 3 cases of chicken tenders, and those were heavier than you probably would imagine. When I had to push the dumpster around, because I was a boy, boys had to do trash, because boys are dirty little trash gremlins.
Trash gremlins.
I had to push some big trash cans around. Felt yoked.
Now, I would destroy Skip Bayless.
I don't know. Hey, I forgot how.
Weekdays at Chicken Tent.
They were heavy.
Heavy stuff.
I didn't even have a dolly. I was out here just me and these two guns.
That's fair, because I did have a dolly at times, so you do have a point.
We had a dolly, but I broke it because I used to put my friends on it.
Well,
But if you weren't, then what were you doing?
probably working at an amusement park.
We had to get some amusement.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we need to get out of here because we have a full MLB slate to cap today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 games. And, of course, Monday Night Football to talk about as well. So let's get out of here.
I'm boxing Jar Jar Binks.
And I know he's not a real person, but whoever that actor is in full garb, and I want to be like, Misa, fuck you up, and then I just like across.
You
his...
realize the guy who plays Jar Jar Binks is like 6'8".
I know, but imagine like even if I lost, imagine just getting a good sock across the Jar Jar face, and he'd be like.
All right, there's 2 guys. Oh, that's Lego Star Wars Jar Jar Binks. I want Ahmad Best. Ahmad.
Yeah, no, I'll take on
Best.
any Lego character. Any Lego, I'll beat up. I will beat them up.
Oh, that's not true. Ahmad Best is only 6'1".
Oh, that's even, bro.
Yeah,
How much does he weigh? Does it tell you?
I don't think it does. He's from the music group Jazz Hole.
Oh, I don't want to. That sounds cool. Maybe we should listen to some Jazz Hole.
Why is there like a celebrity bio thing that you can know their exact measurements of like everything?
So I think that a lot
really
of the time
scary.
they're wrong.
That's really scary. I don't want to ever be a celebrity. I don't want my stats out there.
This is Free the Robots by Jazz Hole. Oh, no, this is Printful Advertisement by YouTube.
Should we give him this during the break?
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming up.
In our break, it's going to be Free the Robots by the jazz group Jazz Hole, which is, of course, the jazz group that the man who played Jar Jar Binks was in. Of course, if you didn't know. If you're watching Jar Jar Binks, man, I didn't mean to directly call you out. I don't know who you were. I just thought it'd be fun to like slap a Jar Jar head.
Yeah, it's kind of disrespectful.
No, I don't mean it like that.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't know you made jazz.
All right.
We'll be back. 4 minutes.
We'll go to a quick break. Please enjoy these.
Sweet nothings.
Best to get your groove on. We can get it on. Best to get your groove on. We can get it on. Best to get your groove on.
Saying nowadays you ain't rap. I'm unwrapping a gift and rap within then emit exquisite shit. Diverse since birth, worse of three brothers, a mother's nightmare. Immersed within the family curse lurks KCB. Good looking crook from Brooklyn, Brook, we lean on Vic. Shook was gets took son out.
Yo, what up? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Jazz Hole. I see y'all made it out tonight. It's kind of packed in here. We got a couple of performers that you...
Forms of the rhythm as they flowing through the
to our field reporter Tim, who's
Hey guys, fellas, we're back.
Shout out to
Ahmed Best,
AKA Jar Jar Binks.
aka Jar Jar
and
Binks.
his band.
Yeah, he's actually a producer as well. If you heard all those songs that were played here and there, turns out did some instrumental work for the Jazz Hall. Did some, and then apparently it's like a hip hop group as well. They do hip hop and R&B, and he co-produces a lot of it.
This guy's just done it all.
What a multi-talented man! What a resume! What a life he's probably living. Hopefully, yeah,
nice.
Yeah, he was born in '73.
Good. I love it. I love a good alive guy.
He's an actor, musician, and a dancer. Oh, he's been in video games? Oh, he's been on Lego Star
Lego
Wars.
Star
So that is the Lego guy, not the real guy. Now, what about...
No, he is the real guy.
He's
other
the
guy
real
was-
guy?
Yeah, the other guy was the Lego guy. Or they might have both been the Lego guy. But anyways, we have bets to get into.
Wait, he was... I'm
Sean!
This is
Bets!
just so
It's betting
interesting.
time!
He wasn't the Jar Jar in any of the movies, but he was in the Robot Chicken Star Wars and the Clone Wars, and he was in Big Time Rush. Okay, anyway.
First game of the day.
Oh, come on. Those are fun facts for the people.
First game of the day. See, the thing is, I just put out on Twitter. Now all these new people I've never seen before think this is a Star Wars show.
Well, it's not a Star Wars show.
It's not a Star Wars show.
Anything that interests us at any given time.
Anything that piques our interest.
Ahmed Best.
Good Lord, there's a lot of injuries.
Yeah. Wait, they're still coming out?
Yeah, they just keep coming out with more and more test results and everything for everyone. Anyways, first game of the day is, in fact, a doubleheader at 4:10 between the Kansas City Royals and the Cleveland Indians. Kansas City Royals have Brady Singer on the mound. Cleveland Indians, is this a Star Trek show? I love it.
Yes.
Yes. No.
Was Ahmed Best in Star Trek?
No. No, that was probably... Actually, it was a long time ago. Anyways, Brady Singer is going against Tristan McKenzie, who is at home getting minus 150. Wow, that's never happened before. Don't
Don't do it.
There we go. All right. Brady Singer, 4-10, 4.85 ERA with a 1.56 WHIP, 4.2 average innings pitched, going against Tristan McKenzie, who is 5-6, 4.28 ERA, 1.06 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched. So off the surface, it looks like Tristan McKenzie is the better pitcher, but let's get into it. Brady Singer, on base percentage of .358. His earned run log, 6-0-1-1-2-5-7-1-2-2. So very much one of those pitchers where he either has it or he doesn't. If he has it, he goes 6 to 7 innings, only lets up 1 or 2 earned runs. If he doesn't have it, they'll pull him anywhere between the second to fourth inning. Something to mention, he gave up 5 home runs in his last game.
Wow. That's not
And had only given up a home run in 2 of the last 10 games before that and gave up 5 the last one. So don't know what happened there. He was against the Twins. I don't know what happened to him on that one. He's going against Tristan McKenzie. Again, 4.28 ERA with a 1.06 WHIP, on base percentage of .269. His earned run log, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 6, 2, 5. But has not given up a home run in his last 5 games. In his last
Impressive.
5 games, he's gone 8, 7, 6, 6, and 6 innings with 1 earned run across all of them.
Wow.
Strikeouts are very far. What is his strikeouts today? Now, it is a 7-inning game, which probably doesn't change much for him because he might just go like the whole time kind of thing. What is Tristan McKenzie's strikes?
I'm going to look real
strikeouts at,
quick.
though?
I think besides this, though, a morning game in a doubleheader between the Royals and the Indians with Brady Singer on the mound might be a
over 6.5 is plus 150. Oh my!
Really?
And hey, Kansas City Royals are a very strict strikeout team. They do not strike out much. They are the 3rd least struck out team with only 8.09 average a game.
Yeah, I'm getting
5.5 minus 140 on DraftKings as well. I feel like that more.
Wait, so 5.5 is minus 140 and 6.5 is plus 150?
They really think he's gonna get 6.
How the
They
hell?
really
does
think
that
he's gonna
work?
get 6.
Yeah, clearly. What do I have it at? I'm serious about taking. I honestly kind of want to take the over 6.5. I kind of hope that I have the over 6.5. So for those who don't know, his strikeouts his last 5 games have been 7, 7, 6, 8, 11. None of them. Oh, actually, one of them was against Kansas City, and he got 6. So I have his. Oh, it's not gonna give it to me because it's a freaking doubleheader. I hate when they do that.
Let's see if they have it on.
They might. It'll probably pull up soon.
So that was the DraftKings is the 5.5. I'm not sure what Book Braxton was on for the.
I still say take it at
6.5.
over 6.5 at plus 150 because of the value. Over 5.5 at minus 140, he's almost guaranteed to get it. I would think the man has been throwing absolute fire. Also, Cleveland Indians to win this game. I think they're the better team. Actually, I wonder what their team total over is. Nah, they're just gonna win this game. Tristan McKenzie's too good. Brady Singer is too inconsistent. Give me the Cleveland Indians to win this game. And it's a doubleheader. I know we don't like doubleheaders, but
No. That's all right.
I might have to parlay that with something else because it looks like they're getting about minus 160. Let me check percentages real quick. So for the first game, the Indians are getting 76% on the money line. On the spread, I do not see anything listed yet. So a little bit of a stack on the Indians, but we knew that was coming with baseball. Is this a Star Trek show? Baseball is all luck, dude. I disagree.
But sometimes.
Over 6.5 plus 150. All right, let's move. Did you find anything there?
I'm just trying to see. I've never tried to look for a player prop on BetUS, and first of all, boy, am I glad I haven't because this is a pain. I don't think they have any. So I think it's at 5.5, 6.5, whatever.
Either one, I would still take. The plus 150 is very nice value.
That's a lot
the
nicer.
minus 140 is way too juiced, but it should absolutely hit. So
It'll hit, but like, are you really out here taking a minus 140
that's strikeout.
strikeout prop? Maybe.
Next game of the day,
don't know.
we have 3 640 games. The first one is Carlos Rodon and the Chicago White Sox at minus 238 on the road going against Matt Manning and the Detroit Tigers at home getting plus 200. Rodon is 12-5, 2.38 ERA with a .96 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched, going against Matt Manning, who is 4-6, 5.75 ERA, 1.53 WHIP with 4.2 average innings pitched. So obviously Rodon much better stats than Matt Manning. Rodon, who has an on-base percentage of .255, his earned run log 11204204143. Interesting about him, they've only let him go 5 innings at max in his last 4 games. Earlier in the season, they were letting him go 6-7 if they wanted to. Even when he's pitching really well, they're still only letting him go 5 flat. They will not put him out there for the 6th inning. Not a huge home run guy, but definitely gives up some. 1-0-1-0-2-2-0-0-0-1. Strikeouts are very sporadic all over the place. They go high, they go low. Walks stay pretty low, though. Moving on to Matt Manning. As we said, stats not the greatest. On-base percentage of, once it loads, it's going to load right now. On-base percentage of .344. His earned run log, 11812366241. Never goes over 6 innings, even if he's throwing some gas out there. Not a big home run guy either. Strikeouts, again, low and a little bit sporadic. I think I'm going to stay away from this game. Matt Manning is definitely an attackable pitcher, but he has had 2 good last starts, and 4 out of his last 5 have been pretty solid starts, besides the one against Oakland where he got absolutely wrecked. But not a bad pitcher. White Sox, as you know, we don't trust a ton. They do give up games that they shouldn't. Detroit Tigers win games that they shouldn't, as they just stole the last 2 against Tampa Bay Rays. I would like to fade this game, especially with the White Sox at -240. That just does not seem fun.
Yeah, that's just too tough.
Does not seem fun at all.
It's no fun when there's a good team that'll probably win, and there's not a lot you can do except maybe some sort of alt line thingy-majiggy in a parlay. There's not much you can do.
Not a lot of fun. But we move on.
I think you could potentially play the over in this.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, Tigers probably won't do much to run on, but if getting in the bullpen, maybe put up a few, and I think the White Sox should be able to put up a good 5-6, you know? 8.5 slower. But
I see a matchup up next that I really like.
yeah, we'll move to the pretty ones.
6:40, once again, we have the Washington Nationals at the Miami Marlins. We have Eric Fetty on the mound for the Washington Nationals, who sucks. Okay. And we have Jesus Luzardo on the mound for Miami, who sucks. White Sox Indians parlay is +135. That's not bad. Do we really trust the White Sox to win today, though?
I think
66% of tickets, 90% of money. Their spread is getting only 45% of tickets. Interesting. Anyways, Eric Fetty versus Jesus Luzardo. If you don't know either of these pitchers, neither of them are very good at all. Eric Fetty is 7-9 with a 5.16 ERA, 1.42 WHIP, 5 average innings pitched. On-base percentage of .328. His earned run log his last 10 games, 1.445, 1.32, 4.34. Sometimes touches up to 6 innings, normally doesn't. Home run, big home run guy, 1.311010022. Strikeouts, very sporadic. Actually have been a little bit higher than average as of recently. And walks stay pretty low. But big home run guy, likes to give up the home runs. Definitely takes some kind of home run, someone on Miami today. And also probably someone on Washington, because Jesus Luzardo is 3-4 with a 6.75 ERA, which is more than Fetty, a 1.64 WHIP, which is more than Fetty, and 5 average innings pitched, which is exactly what Fetty does as well. On-base percentage of .366. His earned run log, 4.2305455733. Lets up a lot. Loves to let up the piss missiles. 1-1-1, 0-2, 0-2, 0-1-1. This game is going over, fellas. This game is going over. It's going over. It's going over. It's going over. I can't believe that they still set these lines at 8 anytime the Nationals play. I don't understand that the Nats somehow always get disrespected on the over. They always come in with low run totals, and I don't understand why, because they constantly hit the over. Over 8 with these two pitchers, pretty easy. I'm sad that I see the Nationals team total over at -140. And a Yerfie maybe. A Yerfie could very well be possible. Like I said, both these pitchers are known for not having good stuff, even off the bat. Is that the best odds we're getting there? Is 3.5 minus 140? Because that's
because the team total.
yeah. Because I think the Nationals easily hit the team total today.
Let's see. That is the BetUS odds.
DraftKings, I do think, tends to go up with the plus odds. So we'll see.
I would love to see a 4 sitting at like minus 1.
No, 3.5 minus 145 still.
Minus 145. Wow. So I'll probably lay off the Nats team total over because that just not quite worth it, even though I really, really feel like the Nats are going over. I'm going to lay the game total over because, well, it's going over. It's just going over. That's all I have to say.
There you go.
I know the Marlins bats can be scary at times because they don't get a lot of them, but Eric Fetty is the answer to that solution because he's just not good. I want to check what I have them at. Nats team total over. Barstool's weird. They don't give stuff over like 145. As soon as it goes to like minus 140, minus 145, they just jack up the line. They do not give like big juiced things out.
Well, that's kind of nice.
I kind of like it, and I kind of don't sometimes because sometimes I do want the juice line.
Sometimes you have that perfect number, and it's like, oh, and you added a half.
Barstool's over 3.5 minus 139. So
it's a little better, but just about
slightly,
exactly
by a
the
penny.
same sort of also.
Yeah. Next game of the day, I don't even think we have to talk about it because there's no way we're laying a bet on it. Dylan Peters of the Pittsburgh Pirates going against Cincinnati Reds and Vladimir Gutierrez. Stay away from this game. I repeat, stay away from this game. Let me try one more time just in case someone didn't hear me.
In the back.
Just in case someone didn't hear me. Stay away from this freaking game. Stop trying to predict Reds games, but because nobody can. I don't care how good you are at betting. Nobody can predict Reds games consistently. This team is so inconsistent. So is the Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay away from this series. One more time. Stay away from this series. One more time, because it seems like all of gambling Twitter always does this shit. Stay away from the freaking series. Do not bet on Reds and Pirates series. Don't do it. You are going to lose money. Don't. And with that, we'll move on from that because I don't even want to talk about those pitchers. I don't even want to talk about that game. It's dumb. Don't bet on it. Moving on. Yoshi taking the king over bases and hits.
Oh, BetMGM has what you've been looking for, Ewick.
I know, I saw that. It'd be great if they could verify me. I'm going to get on the phone with every single one of those sports books and chew them all out and see who actually ends up verifying me. I do want to see some player versus batter data because, hitting my touchdown prop yesterday, I really feel like home run props are just right around the corner. I have yet to hit a home run parlay, and I really want to. Miggy today against Carlos Rodon. Might be a little home run guy. I don't see anything real impressive. I guess Yoshi did get a hit on his only time against Vladdy. All right, maybe Yoshi. I'll give you that one. Maybe Yoshi. I'm so close to a home run. Yeah, so am I. I keep hitting one or the other. The worst is when I take 2 home run parlays a day. Like, I'll just do 2 of them.
And then if you put...
And I think 3 different times now I've hit 1 in one parlay and 1 in the other parlay, and both have missed because the other guys did.
Yep.
I think it's happened to me 3 times now, and it's very, very annoying when it happens.
That's what happened last week in football for me. I had a terrible Sunday because I had a bunch of money line parlays and a bunch of quarterback over under parlays. And I'm talking like 6-leg quarterback over under yards, 5 out of 6 hit.
Yep.
And a 4-team money line, one of them didn't hit. Another 4-team money line, one of them didn't hit. And it's like, well, maybe if I had just known how the games were gonna go before I bet on them, I wouldn't have taken them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe if I had just known.
I hit a 10 out of 12 money line parlay yesterday for $2.78 to pay $1,000, and the only ones who lost were the Eagles and the Saints. And boy, did that hurt. That really hurt. I even had underdog. I had 3-4 underdogs in there too, and I called them all, and I just ouch. Anyways, next game of the day, Texas Rangers at New York Yankees. Texas getting about plus 220. Yankees getting about minus 270. Remember, Yankees are playing for their lives for the down the stretch here. They have to win games. They're a game and a half back of the Blue Jays, and they have to catch them in order to make the wild card playoffs to play Boston. For Texas Rangers, we have A.J. Alexi on the mound. He is 2-0 with a 3.68 ERA with a 1.02 whip, 5.0 average innings pitched. On-base percentage of 276. He's actually only given us 14.2 innings this year. He's only pitched in 3 games. In those 3 games, the first 2, he went 5 and 6 innings. Pretty damn good.
Wow.
0 earned runs both. 0 home runs. Strikeouts 4 and 7. Walks were a little bit high, but not too bad. And then he played the Houston Astros, and then he went for 3.2 innings and gave up 6 earned runs and 2 home runs. So, not really sure what to do with him besides the fact that it looks like when he's against a good batting team, he's going to get crunched a little bit. He is going against Nestor Cortez Jr., 2-2, 2.6 ERA with a 1.05 whip, 4.1 average innings pitched. On-base percentage 270. His earned run log 1-2-1-3-2-1-4-2-0-1. So he's definitely going to give up some runs. Also, huge home run guy. His home run log 1-2-1-1-1-1-2-1-0-0. So loves to give up the home runs. Someone on the Texas Rangers is probably hitting a home run today. As far as this game goes, I think Alexi probably lets up some runs. Probably lets up quite a few. I want to see what the percentages are because I want to see everyone stacked on the Yankees. Yes, everyone's stacked on the Yankees. I love it. 79% of tickets on the Yankees, 87% of money on the Yankees. The spread for them is getting 54% and only 67% of money, but it's also at -2.5, so it makes a little bit more sense. So still at -2.5, people are stacking on that. If there's anybody, it's got to be Udolis. All right, I like that. Let me see their player versus batters, actually. Yadiel Hernandez against Jesus Luzardo today for the Washington Nationals. Or Ryan Zimmerman. Zimmerman could do it too. I think Zimmerman home run today against the Marlins. Lock it in. I am looking for. Why can't I find any of the? I can't find any of the Yankees lines for that game. Hang on. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Oh, there's Nestor. Maybe. Nathaniel Lowe. Is he Lowe's brother? Are they related anyway? Is he Brandon Lowe's brother? Are they related? Are they related? Nate and Brandon. Anyways, moving on.
Oh, I gotta say, real quick, under.
Under?
Under.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I think at this point, you have to understand. I think we all understand that the Rangers are not necessarily good at getting points.
Yeah, hitting the ball.
They are 29th in the MLB in scoring. They average under 4 runs a game, which is probably one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
Second worst, to be exact. Yankees were at some point a good scoring team, and then they just fell down a little hill.
And now
they've been stumbling. Now they're tied for 19th. And in 4 matchups this year, the under has gone 3 out of 4. The last 2 have been very convincing. Now, keep in mind, these are back in May. Yeah. I always have to count real quick to make sure I'm saying them. 1, 2, 3, May. And last 2 games were 2-0 and 2-0, both with a Yankees win. I think you just go under here.
I like it. I was thinking about putting it out there, but I don't like unders.
I know they're no fun to bet on, but sometimes they're fun to win.
Sometimes they're a little bit electric.
If you're not watching the game and you just see it hit, it's a lot better.
True. Next game, also at 7:05, we have the Baltimore Orioles and Mean John Means on the mound going against the Philadelphia Phillies and Ranger Suarez.
Oh,
boy, Rangers back out there.
There's the lock.
Mean John Means is 5-7, 3.41 ERA with a 1 flat whip, 5.2 average innings pitched, on base percentage 259. His earned run log 2. 2. 2. 2.
Oh.
3-4-6.
Nice.
1-1-4.
Okay.
Loves to give up the home runs, giving up a home run in 8 of his last 10 games. That includes 1-1-1-0-1, 2-3-0-1-1. So someone on the Phillies is hitting a dinger today. And I have a feeling his name is Bryce Harper. Or Didi Gregorius. Gregorius.
That's just gregarious. That's a
Gregarious proposition you've made.
Wow. Anyways, Bryce Harper or gregarious. Ranger Suarez is 6-4, 1.5 ERA with a 1.04 WHIP, 2.1 average innings pitched. He's a beast though. On base percentage 269. They're finally letting him go 6 innings again, or for the first time I should say. Earned run log 2-1-0-1-1-3-1-0-0-0. He's given up 1 home run in his last 10 game. Actually, I think he's given up like 1 home run all season, and it came last game against the Cubs. Strikeouts are up. He's just a good freaking pitcher. He's just good. He's good at everything. What is his strikeouts at?
We're looking at. Oh, I just saw it.
His Ranger's a beast.
Ranger is at 5.5 at
-110 for over.
Really?
Yes, sir.
His strikeouts, his last games, 8, 6, 7, 5, 7. And that's all the games that he went 5 and 6 innings. And then when he was going 4, it's 2, 4, 4, 1, 2. But that's 1 and 2 and 3 innings. So when he has a full start, he has the last 5 games, he's gone under 5.5 one time, and it was at 5. And now he's going against the 24th most struck out team in the MLB, and he's getting 5.5 at -110. Hammer Ranger Suarez strikeouts today. Mr. Ranger. I love this man.
Me too. I could not love him more. Which is why, all right, here's what I'm liking here.
Okay. Keep in mind, I have to remind, because I have been doing a lot of score first loses that were kind of for fun, for big odds. Score first and wins are real bets.
Yes. They hit quite a lot, so I like the Phillies to score first and win here.
Which is at?
+120.
Okay.
Because it's so much easier. It's like, look, I mean, you can either take them at -210 to just win, or they just pop one in first and then win, and it's +120.
So I like that. And then this is just for my own personal,
Ranger Suarez to record a win. I'm going to keep betting until it happens. That's at +180.
Okay.
But I actually do like Phillies to score first and win.
Yeah.
I actually like that.
I think we take our Indians money line from earlier and we parlay it with the Phillies money line. I don't think I want to do the White Sox. I just don't trust them. Phillies are getting stacked on at 79% of tickets and 91% of money, which is no shocker here going against the Orioles. Orioles actually getting +1.5, getting 60% of tickets and 69% of money. Nice. But actually the money is on the Orioles to cover it, but +1.5.
Interesting. I could see that. I could see that.
It should be a close game.
Yeah.
Because Mean John Means is a very good pitcher. He's starting to find his stuff again. Ranger Suarez is obviously a beast, and he's at home, which makes him very hard to pitch against. Yeah, give me Phillies money line and Ranger Suarez over 5.5 Ks in that one. Honestly, what's Mean John Means strikeouts at?
I think it was also 5.5.
Was it?
Yeah, 5.5 at +105.
Yeah, he actually hasn't hit over 5.5 in a while. That's a surprising line. But I mean, it is against the Phillies.
Well, under 5.5 is -140.
And
over 5.5 is +105.
That doesn't even make
really
any
like
sense.
5 strikeouts.
That does not make any sense.
It's very strange.
He has hit 5 strikeouts a lot recently, so that does make a lot of sense. Anyways, moving on to the next game, we have someone told me that there was I think it was Brax. Someone told me that there was a FanDuel boost on Toronto and who today?
Athletics.
There's 2 of them. Athletics? All right, cool. We'll get to that game when we get there then. Robbie Ray on the road for the Toronto Blue Jays at -123. Going against Tampa Bay Rays at +114 with Shane Baz on the mound. Baz? It's got to be Baz, right? I don't know.
Shane Baz.
Robbie Ray is 12-5, 2.64 ERA with a 1.01 WHIP, 6 average innings pitched, on base percentage 259. He's a beast if you didn't know already. Earned run log 1-3-0-2-1-1-2-0-2-1. That 3 was the only time he went under 6 innings with 4.1. He gave 8 hits and 3 earned runs, and they just pulled him. So basically, if he gets into trouble, they're going to pull him. And he never gets in trouble. So if he doesn't get in trouble, he's going to go 7 innings, probably give up 1 or 2 earned runs. And if he does get in trouble, he'll go 4, and they'll only let him give up 3 earned runs, and then they'll put some other good pitcher in there.
Yeah.
He has been giving up some home runs. He's given up 4 home runs in his last 4 games. So that's a little new for him. His strikeouts are lethal lately. His last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his strikeouts in his last 6 games are 13, 8, 10, 10, 14, 11. What's the strikeouts today? Because we took it the last 2 games he's pitched, and that one was the 8 when we had an 8.5, and one was 8.5, and we got 13.
Yeah. Robbie Ray is at 8.5 once again. However, it's at -140. And then Shane Bass, 4.5 plus 120 in case you're feeling
a little risky.
Hey, Shane Bass, here's my strikeout bet.
Yeah.
You're really that guy.
I will say that the Rays love to strike out. They are the 27th. Sorry, they are the 27th least.
27th
most
least
struck out,
third most struck out.
Yeah, 5th most. Yeah, 4th, whatever. 4th most struck out team. That was confusing. So I would say Robbie Ray over 8.5 Ks is probably pretty solid today.
Yeah, kind of sucks at -140. But
yeah, it's not fun.
It's all right.
There are some good pitching props out there today. I will say that. Boz, we do not have stats on because Boz has not pitched in the MLB this year. Nor has he ever pitched in the MLB, it looks like. So let me go look at his minor league stats, which I hate doing, by the way. I hate doing.
Dang, this guy's the best in the world.
Yeah, and then you look and you're like, oh, that was minor leagues. Yeah. Baseball America, Major League Baseball, prospect rankings. He just looks like he's a prospect. Wow, he has played in a lot of different leagues. He's done a lot of different stuff, and now he's called up as, it looks like, one of their favorite prospects. I really want to fade this FanDuel boost. And this line makes no sense to me. How are you, as with Robbie Ray going against a first-time pitcher, getting only -130?
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Also,
this has got to be
over/under at 8. Now, I've been looking, and this matchup does go under a lot, but it also pushes a lot, and it's almost always been at 9. So there's been a lot of 9-run games. But you got to keep in mind, even if the matchups themselves don't always go, this is 2 teams that average 5.3 runs per game. The second and third best scoring teams in the MLB.
Yeah.
You know, like it goes over 8 with a brand new pitcher in there. I know Robbie Ray's. He'll hold down the fort, but
I can't figure out any of these lines. Because one, they're saying that this game's going to be close with a -130 on Toronto and a +110 on Tampa Bay. That's, first of all, interesting when you have Robbie Ray versus a guy who hasn't pitched before. Second interesting thing is the fact that this is set at 7.5 with this pitcher. So they are predicting that this Shane Baz kid is a absolute tank. Mm-hmm. Because the Toronto Blue Jays bats have been absolutely incredible. 5-6-3, 6-0, 8-22, 11, 11, 3.
Wow. Yeah.
Their bats have been malicious. Absolutely incredible. And this Shane Baz kid is coming in for the first time. I don't know what to do here. I really want to fade the FanDuel boost. But boy, this is not the time to do it. And should we just take the game total over just to...
Yes. That's what I'm saying. In my honest opinion.
Okay.
Or if you're feeling a little, hey, I don't know. I'd assume the team totals, Blue Jays 4.5 at +100.
That's what I kind of want to take as the Blue Jays team total over. But if the Blue Jays get over 4.5, they're winning the game. Very obviously.
I suppose.
Because there's no way Robbie Ray gives up that many runs.
No. I see what you're saying. But
yeah, it's tough. This is tough. I'm going to write down Blue Jays team total over +100.
You could do a nice Blue Jays race to 4 at -110. Doesn't that sound pleasant?
No. I don't like that either. Yeah, I'm very confused on this one. The lines don't make a lot of sense to me. The Blue Jays are getting 73% of tickets and 94% of money, and the spread is getting 50% on both sides. So it.
All right. If you don't like, all right. What about Blue Jays score first and lose +400?
That's actually not bad. Because they should score first.
You seem to not like the win, though, on account of the FanDuel fade, which is fair.
Yeah, that's the thing that is scaring me. I'm not going to lie to you. FanDuel fade is...
Because there's really no reason besides the fact that they're boosting that to not think that the
Blue Jays absolutely win that game.
Yeah.
1,000% should win that game.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I see something in the Oakland game that makes me like, okay, that's the game that's going to lose. I can still bet on Toronto.
Okay.
But I mean, just the line itself is very confusing, though. The fact that they're sitting at minus 127.
Yeah, it's odd.
As like playing better than the Rays right now, have a better pitcher by a mile, it looks like.
I mean, Rays are home. Rays do have... Nah, Toronto even has the advantage in the series for the most part, or at least as of recently.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's weird.
That seems like a trap game. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
there's a lot of trap happening.
I still like just the game total over.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Simple.
9:38. Oh, sorry, forgot a 7:40. 7:40. Jake Woodford going against Freddie Peralta. Jake Woodford for the St. Louis Cardinals on the road at plus 175, going against Freddie Peralta and the Milwaukee Brewers at home, getting minus 210. Jake Woodford is 2-3, 4.3 ERA with a 1.38 WHIP, 2.1 average innings pitched, on base percentage of 343. His earned run log 21053122101. Does not go over 5 innings. He went over 5 innings once. Don't know. Oh yeah, that's because he was throwing some heat that day. Not a big home run guy. He's only given up home run in 3 of his last 10 games, with only 1 of those being a multiple. So you don't get a lot of time out of him, and he does give up runs, but the damage is limited because he doesn't go out there for that long. Gives up some walks. Strikeouts aren't that good. Definitely a pitcher that you can attack. We talking homers. We talking Paulie G.
DJ Paulie G.
We probably are talking a little Goldschmidt today. Ooh, we are definitely, yeah, good call, Brax. Paul Goldschmidt, 11 at-bats against Freddie Peralta with 6 hits, 2 of them being doubles, 2 of them being home runs. He's only struck out twice against him in 11 at-bats. That's an average of 545 with an on-base percentage of 615 and a slugging of 1.27. OPS of 1.88. Yeah, the man, hey, Paulie Goldschmidt bases, Paulie Goldschmidt homer. Either one you want to take it. He's going to have himself a day, it looks like. Yes. I love how he's such a good guy to root for.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Paul Goldschmidt. I don't know if it's named because his name is Paul Goldschmidt and he's just like a white dude out there. It's just hey, Paul.
Like he has a bank.
Hey, Paul. Look at Paul go, hitting more home runs. Plus, he's like really freaking good at baseball.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was supposed to be this season, but he is really good at baseball this season.
That's
so
always
kind
the
of
best.
fun. Freddie Peralta, 9-4, 2.57 ERA with a .95 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched, on base percentage of. Why my computer's being slow today? On base percentage of 256, earned run log 0.143220032, giving up a home run in 4 of his last 10 games. Walks very low, strikeouts very sporadic, but can get extremely high sometimes. He had a great outing against Detroit the last time. Gave up 2 hits, 0 earned runs across 6 innings. So it seems like even if he is wheeling and dealing and beeling and stealing, he's only going 6 innings. So there will be 3 innings of other pitchers. I don't know. I don't think I have something for this.
I think if you want a dog for the day,
you take Cards.
Yeah.
Hey, Cardinals are not to be messed with right now. I'm telling you, they are a very good team not to be messed with.
And normally I wouldn't even say it against the Brewers. I think you can have a better shot at getting the Cardinals in a spot where they're getting disrespected by the odds. But I think they're just getting plus 185.
Yeah, and Milwaukee should never be sitting that high either.
Not against the Cardinals.
Not against most teams.
I mean,
Milwaukee did have a good stretch, yeah.
Yeah, if you said, hey, it's Brewers, D-backs in Milwaukee, Brewers are getting minus 220. I'd be like, yeah, probably. But against the Cardinals?
Cardinals have won 9 of their last 10 games.
Yeah, they're on a run.
Brewers have won 7 of their last 10, but only 2 of their last 5.
Mm-hmm.
So something to look for there. I think the Cardinals as a dog today, honestly. Hear me out. Pauly G, home run, Cards, money line, parlay plus 700. I don't mind that at all.
That's.
I think we got to stick on this Cardinals train.
Hot.
Even if you do not take the Cardinals today, you can take their alt line at
Yeah.
way more. Plus 1.5 is still minus 115, which is insane.
Yeah, if you want to do if you want to
This
put that with something else, you can get plus 2.5 minus 175. That's a great little thing to build on for a parlay.
Yeah, this is a playoff team at plus 175, which is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
True.
Let's move on, though. I think Cardinals is... Hey, that's a solid play there. I like that.
I don't mind it.
Actually, what is Cardinals team total over?
Good question. It's probably not too many, is it? We're looking at over 3.5 at plus 120.
Interesting.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Next game of the day. What's the odds on Bet US?
3.5.
Oh, that's
3.5 minus.
no, that's Nationals game.
Wait, what? Did I do that? Yeah, absolutely, I did. Hold on. It's 3.5 plus 115 on there, so about the same.
Okay. 9:40. We have 2 games left for tonight.
Before I make it go away now.
Yeah. 2 games left. First one being Huáscar Inoa. Ha! We know how to say that name now.
Huáscar Inoa.
Huáscar Inoa. The Atlanta Braves on the road with Huáscar Inoa on the mound at minus 188, going against Humberto Meja. Wow, this is Battle of the
Silent
pitchers.
H's.
Yeah.
Battle of the Silent H.
Wow, this is a... he is getting plus 171 at home. Inoa is 4-5, 3.26 ERA with a 1.02 whip, 5.0 average innings pitched. 265 on base percentage. His earned run log 2.24230510, giving up a home run in 5 of his last 10 games. Walks stay pretty low, but he does walk some people. Strikeouts are pretty sporadic, but can get decently high. What is Inoa's strikeouts at today?
Well, I'll tell you, Eric.
Thank you.
It's 5.5 minus 125 for the over. And there is none listed for our guy
Humberto
Humberto.
Humberto is 0-1, 4.91 ERA with 1.55 whip. He averages 5.2 innings. On base percentage at 354. Oh, he's only given us 11 innings. That's why. He hasn't pitched in about 3 weeks.
Poor guy.
He's pitched twice this season. He went 5 innings with only 2 earned runs. Pretty solid with 7 strikeouts. And then he went 6 innings with 8 hits and 4 earned runs. Not terrible.
That's not bad.
Gave up 2 home runs, but I think we're probably going to see some runs out of Humberto today. Definitely not a game I'm excited to bet on, though. I don't think I want to touch this one.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't want to go over.
I'm licking my chops at the Arizona Diamondbacks team total over, but I'm going to pump the brakes on that one and just chill.
Yeah.
I will. Their bats in the last 10 games is 6-6, 3-3, 4-1, 5-7, 4-5. So they've only missed over 3.5 3 times in their last 10 games. Which is pretty impressive, considering they've been going against... Who have they been going against? Greinke, McCullers Jr., Arias, Kershaw, Kikuchi,
right.
Flexen.
All right.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Not to mention the Braves pitching has not been overly impressive. They've only won 4 of their last 10 games. Arizona's won 3 of their last 10. I don't think I could do it. But if you're feeling a little risky tonight, that little D-backs team total over is looking kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking kind of nice.
Bad.
I kind of enjoy it.
Arizona kind of. I mean, they've taken the last 2 against the Braves.
Have they?
5-0 and 7-0 as well. They were both on April 25th. It was a doubleheader in April. Keep in mind, but both of those games went 7-0 and 5-0. And then even before then, they only played 3 times this year. Doubleheader on April 25th, 1 game on April 23rd, and they kept it within 1 and then only won 5-4.
That's pretty
Keep in mind, April.
Yeah, a while ago.
What were you up to in April?
April, we started our VIP. We were
April Fool's Day.
April, May. That was probably like the first week of the show. Back in April. Yeah, we were doing stuff for sure.
It was something.
We were up to something. Last game of the day, 9:40. Tyler Anderson of the Seattle Mariners. Thank you, Seattle Mariners, for that win yesterday. Appreciate you.
Seattle.
Going against Oakland A's at -175 with Sean Manaea on the mound. Tyler Anderson, 1-1, 3.67 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched, 290 on base percentage. His earned run log, 143321123 probably.
Astros Angels?
Yeah, I think I started to say it and then I skipped it. I'll come back to that.
Okay,
one.
we'll circle back.
Home run log, he's given up a home run in 6 of his last 10 with 2 multiples. Walks his last 2 games have been up for some reason. Strikeouts are pretty consistently at 4 or 5. So probably a little bit of an attackable pitcher, but has some good stuff occasionally. Sean Manaea, 10-9. What do we got here?
Breaking.
Follow-up test confirmed a sprained MCL for Browns Jarvis Landry. One of the league's most durable players has missed 1 game since 2014, and now could miss more time starting this week. Bears PR just came into the media room to deliver a message from Nat Nagy. Andy Dalton is the team's starting quarterback when he is healthy.
Thanks. Nagy.
Anyways, Sean Manaea, 10-9, 3.95 ERA with a 1.23 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched, 303 on base percentage. His earned run log, 51252733501. He's given up a home run in 7 of his last 10 games, including 2 multiples with 3 in there. Does not walk many people. Strikeouts pretty sporadic, but can get up there. This might be the game that FanDuel boost is targeting here. I think that this is the one that they're looking at. Mariners team total over. Mariners to maybe even sneak this out and win this one. Because of the FanDuel boost. Now, Oakland A's have won 5 of their last 5 games against Kansas City and LA, so not LA Angels. So nothing too impressive there. They did lose the 3 before that. I don't know if I have much for this. I do kind of want to take that Mariners team total over, though. I do kind of want to take it. It's at -110. Sean Manaea has some good stuff, but doesn't have good stuff other times. Probably going to be a home run from the Mariners somewhere. I don't know where, but there will be somewhere because Sean Manaea does love to give up some home runs. They bat kind of the same against both these guys. Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know what to do here. I don't really like it. I don't really like anything on it. The only thing that I keep coming back to is the FanDuel boost. Just saw a dude on Twitter put the Royals as a 5-unit max biggest play of the year. Wow, that's
why
almost like what everyone on Gambling Twitter does.
The Royals in a doubleheader is your 5-unit play of the year. That's your one of the year.
I don't understand plays of the year. How many plays of the year do you think that guy has?
Probably too many. I mean, in cons, I'm just in just the idea of a play of the year, right? It's like there will never be a better play than this. There will never be a better play than the Royals in a header in September.
As underdogs, with Brady Singer on the mound
in September
in Cleveland.
What if it's game 2 and he's just like, I don't know who the pitchers are yet, so flip that coin.
Just flip that one real quick. I am writing down Mariners team total over just in case.
I will say the under has hit in this series a lot.
Really?
More than you'd think, and it's very consistent. Under's been at 7.5 and then 8.5 in the last 5. It's hit in 4 of those, and it's been like 6, 8, 7, 9, 7. It's been right there at that 8. So I don't actually. It hasn't. Is it? It's 8. It's 8 even on BetUS. It's 8 even on.
I think it's 8
on DraftKings as well. You know. Where's that? Whoa. All right. I've been waiting for this. Where did you go? Where's that 3-way? Okay, that's in the game prop thing. 3-way over under. Exactly 8. Ready? Let's see. Plus 800.
Call it. Put your money where your mouth is.
I don't know. Hold on. How many of those are at 8? If it's more than 2. No, see, 8 didn't come up that much. Now it was 7, 9, 7, 8, and 6. I think if you average it all together, it's like 8. But I'm not calling it on 1. I'm not calling it on 1-8.
Okay.
I'm holstering. But
Okay.
you best believe I'm whipping out that
Okay.
that game total 3-way.
Let's move on to the NFL now.
I'm taking
+800s.
exactly 7.5
Mr.
runs tonight.
Let's stop everything so we can listen to your +800 just for you to not take your +800. It'd been a lot cooler if I would have seen you bet
Did you
the
even
+800.
take any bets, Eric?
Yeah.
We read through a slate of like
Here
25 games a day.
we
And
go.
it's like, well,
Here
that
we
one's
go.
bad.
Here we
that
go.
one's bad.
Well,
and you know what?
log in your DraftKings account. When's the last time you bet on a baseball game?
Probably Friday.
Because I don't make picks on the weekends because I'm not on the show. But I do like the ones that I pick on the weekdays.
This is true. Anyways, that is it for the MLB slate. Let's talk about the game tonight briefly. Jamal Williams revenge game.
Maybe.
It's a family show, fellas. Jarvis Landry is officially week to week, by the way.
Oh,
There's
no.
just
So he's
formula.
officially no official
Yeah,
diagnosis.
officially, absolutely no official news on Jarvis Landry.
Officially? We don't know.
All right, let's get into the game tonight. Obviously, we're just looking for some home run or some touchdown home run dinger props because that's all we care about in this game.
I mean, I normally 100% with you, but let's real quick. Lions +12.
I'm not betting on the spread in this game. I'm not betting on the spread. You have a pissed off Aaron Rodgers and Packers team going against the Detroit Lions team that snuck in at the very last second to cover last week. I have no idea who's going to cover this game.
That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. But they were close to losing by 40 last week.
But close is not the same.
And the Packers lost by 30 last week.
Exactly.
So it's not that many points when you look at it.
Yeah, but they. I'm taking the Lions money line.
Do it. Put it in right now.
Just for fun. I did last week.
Yeah, you did.
Actually. I'll do it again. Again, and this is not a recommendation. This is my personal vendetta against the rest of the world.
This is true. I'm going to do a TJ Hawkinson and Jamal Williams anytime touchdown parlay at +1200.
I still have the stupid baseball game up, but we're talking about football.
Stupid baseball. I do really like TJ Hawkinson in this game. He did snag one from Jared Goff last week. I think it's probably going to be one of his favorite targets moving forward in this season. And then Jamal Williams. I think that the man has a little chip on his shoulder. Wants to, score against the team that let him go.
Screw you guys. Now I'm in Detroit.
Screw you guys. Now I'm in Detroit. Look at what you did to me. And now look what I have to do.
Why'd you do this?
We're both 0-1, except we had a closer game last week.
True.
We're going Detroit all day, baby.
I'm going to throw in Aaron Jones in that too.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't, but I think he will.
Okay.
He's the last. Hey, he's Team Pot's last hope.
Ah, gotcha.
My last hope.
Makes
But I
sense.
think he's gonna have a
fantasy implications.
I think he's gonna have a really big game, but I really don't want him to.
Yeah,
but I think he's absolutely primed to.
Yeah.
Especially if they're like, all right, Aaron, why don't you holster that big old gunslinger for a second?
Yeah, why don't you just chill out there for
just
a
hand
second
it off.
here.
We got capable backs.
Yeah. Just relax.
Especially against Detroit's D. I really do think you could see.
I don't know what the attempts over for Aaron Jones is tonight,
but I think that would hit.
I think
the Jared, or actually, let me pull up before I start getting into these. I want to make sure I have the number. But I think Jared Goff over 35 attempts should be a lock.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna be in a place where they'll be like, let's just run the football. I don't think they're gonna be in that spot, which again sucks as someone who needs DeAndre Swift to get more than.
That's why I think Jamal Williams.
Yeah,
they're gonna be throwing it out to him. They gotta be
a little just
gotta be doing a whole bunch of stuff.
I agree. I do like that spot for him.
Okay.
This won't hit, but maybe it will parlay.
Love to hear this.
Love those. Love when those start like that. They're not giving me Jamal stat lines very much, and it's kind of making me angry.
What are you looking for Potter?
Jared Goff over 7.5 rushing yards.
I don't know.
That's one of those ones where it's like you think he has to run one time, and you think he doesn't get sacked more than that. In that case, take it. That's literally one that's more about just how the game will progress than him actually rushing, because that's not something to worry about.
This is true. Let's see. Where's his little yard? No, I want to see his little rushing yards here. Yards, no. Long, no. Yards, no.
Jamal Williams' rushing yards is 36.5. His receiving yards is
17.5. His receptions are 2.5.
You can get his rush and receiving yards at 58.5.
Okay.
That's kind of where he's at. And then I would assume for like any time.
Why can I not find anywhere that will tell me what Jared Goff's rushing?
Anytime Tutter's plus 250.
Anytime Tutter's plus 250?
Yeah.
Jamal.
I'm literally going to have to go on fantasy just to see what his rushing is, because nobody can tell me if Jared Goff runs the ball.
Congratulations. You're the first person to ever look up
Yeah,
Jared Goff's rushing
that's
yards.
kind of what it feels like, honestly. Oh, Jared Goff rushing stats. Thank you. Not
He had 14 yards.
Yeah, he did have
last
14
week.
yards
Yeah.
last week.
How did you know? Where'd you go?
Look at this. That doesn't have it.
Pro Football Reference? I'm looking at it right now.
Well, I didn't see it. Why do we have two different Pro Football References?
You didn't go to the
screens?
game logs.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, you gotta click the game logs.
And I was like, oh, didn't see it
you
there.
don't get any
So I went to
relevant-
Jared Goff career stats, NFL.com. Guess what career stat doesn't show up is that. Jared Goff, ESPN. There isn't even a freaking anything on this.
That's
it's just
true.
Jared Goff. It's just a picture of him, basically. So he did rush for 14 yards game 1. He doesn't rush much.
Yeah, I want to look through 2020 real quick. See.
I mean, but hey, 14's like twice as much as he needs.
True.
So
For the
Let's
Rams,
see.
he had 51 rushing attempts for 99 yards.
But so
divided
game
by
breakdown,
16 is
We
definitely
went
less
15,
than 7.
13, 4, negative 3.
0, 10, 1, 0, 4,
0, 11, 1, 11, 9.
I hear a lot of zeros.
23.
in there. I hear a lot of
Yeah,
lot of
this is
zeros.
again. It's like, does he need to break out of the pocket once, or does he get sacked one time and it's completely done? That's what you're betting on. You're not betting on his legs.
Wait, what was the stats at the end of the Rams?
Last 5 were 11, 1, 11, 9, 23.
I like that. And then he got 14 with
And then he got 14. He probably will have to run away.
He probably will have to run away.
He's a little quicker than you'd expect, but not that much.
He can move.
He's a little.
His legs work sometimes.
He can move because he's a professional athlete, but on a football field full of professional athletes, he's not exactly
overly
you're not like, hey,
athletic.
look at him go. You're kind of like, I hope he doesn't drop that ball. But I do like.
Braxton, I'm waiting for your
Yeah,
maybe can't hit, but maybe.
Where's your who's
possibly.
a what's it? I don't know what's going on prop.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You might if you're
Very much into the idea of Aaron Rodgers is pissed off and ready to sling. That over 283.5 passing yards might be calling your name, because you know he's either. I think if you think he's gonna have a good game at all, he's gonna be in the deep into the 300s.
Yeah.
And I think if he doesn't, it's gonna be like 190. But I don't think that's very likely.
So I think I like that over. I also like the Jared Goff over. I like both of their overs. They don't have a passing TD thing on DraftKings for Rodgers, which is unfortunate.
Although I did see. Oh, that was a BetMGM boost. You want to know what the boost is in this game from FanDuel?
What?
It was over 56.5 as an all game total.
Okay.
Was boosted from 230 to 260. 56.5, which actually,
Over 50s?
yeah,
I feel like that's a lot of points.
it is a lot, but like at plus 260, I thought that'd be a little higher, because 56.5 is only 28. I guess that's a lot. A lot for, not a lot for the Lions. They can cover that, but man, the Packers, I don't think they're that good. I think week 1 is going to be completely reflective of what they are for the entire rest of the season.
Who?
The Packers.
Really?
No, that's
Yeah, I
no,
was like,
absolutely
wow,
not.
that was-
Absolutely not.
That was a hot take.
That's my overreaction.
Overreaction
No,
Monday, it's fair.
Yeah.
No, I have a couple different parlays that I just put together just kind of randomly of things that I'm feeling tonight.
Okay.
I'll make a more realistic one shortly. But this is what I have so far. I have the one that I actually really like is 2 legs plus 475, Aaron Jones anytime tutter, and TJ Hawkinson anytime touchdown. I think that's a pretty safe one. I see TJ Hawkinson being the one bright spot of the Lions tonight. Also, the plus 2,200 that I'm really feeling good is Aaron Jones, TJ Hawkinson, and Jamal Williams, because I think he squeaks in there too. And then I have a big 7-leg one, which I won't even say out loud because it's not going to happen. It was just a waste of $5 pretty much. I'll admit it when it happens. It's fine.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah. But for an actual same-game parlay tonight, the one that I actually enjoy, I'm going to buy down the Packers because the Packers are going to win the game. Why does it always save my bets?
See, you're not buying like Lions plus 14.5. Because that's what I immediately did.
Okay, well,
because I have stupid brain.
Let me see what I can get it at. So I can get Packers minus 4 at minus 335. I can get Lions plus. Okay, I'm gonna do Lions plus instead. Because I can get Lions plus 21 at almost the exact same odds.
That's when you have a minus 12. It's like, hey, let's see what we can. That's a little.
All right, Detroit Lions plus 20.5.
Okay.
Is that minus 315? So it's not even that bad.
No, not at all.
And then over, or do we? So not again. The question becomes: do we buy up the under, or do we buy down the over?
You can't buy down. You can't buy up the under. It just can't be done. I hate it.
Do you?
And so far,
is this going to be a shootout though?
I don't think it'll be a shootout. I think you just get that over down to like 38.5.
I can't.
You can't?
Not for like. I mean, I can, but the odds are
it's
not
pointless to put in. Yeah.
What do you mean these 3 legs can't be combined? Shut up. Yes, they can. Yeah, I'm. All right. 23-20. Does that sound reasonable?
I love it.
24-20. I don't see Packers, Lions, Yerfy. Nailed it. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. This guy is an idiot.
Actually.
Actually, that's actually the wrong sport. All right, I've got it. Lions plus 20.5. Same game parlay over 43.5 points. Minus 110.
All right, I'm gonna come in with a real ugly duckling.
I'm ready.
But I'm going off of the same principles I used last Monday night.
Okay.
When if it wasn't that overtime game, would have hit.
Also,
and this time I'm not buying down or buying up the under.
Okay.
Which killed me last time because everything else was correct.
7-leg parlays. Have you ever thought to do like a 5-leg or like 4-leg?
No, because if you,
even when you miss all of them by 1 every single time, you've never thought to do 1 less leg?
No, because the thing is, if these legs, I'm telling you, are like the craziest ones, probably like minus 250.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know. I've never been great with my parlays.
This is true.
And I've had more success. I'll just do for the same game ones especially.
Yeah.
Get like 3-4 legs up to like plus 200. Really easy leg. Here, you'll see.
I'm ready for it.
Right. But I think it needs one more. 625 for. You're right though. 625 for 7 legs.
I mean, you just buy a lottery ticket, you might have a better shot at it.
No, you won't.
You're trying to predict an entire game though.
Yeah, but it's very
like rather than just picking out like a couple spots of the game that might happen, you're trying to predict literally the entire game.
Yeah, but all you're doing.
No, just hear me out.
Lions plus 14.5.
So you're predicting that the Lions come within 14.5. Yes. Okay, keep going.
Over 39.5.
Okay.
It's 19-20.
Yeah.
Jared Goff over 199.5 passing.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers over 249.5 passing. Aaron Jones over 64.5. Over 1.5 touchdowns for each team.
I just don't like it. You're trying to predict an entire game.
But the thing I'm trying to predict is Aaron Rodgers has a below average game. Jared Goff has a below average game.
There's 40 points.
Yeah, that's not very much at all.
Lions don't lose by more than 2 touchdowns, and they each score twice. 2 touchdowns, I should say.
I mean, for plus 625. Yeah, I love it.
That's what.
But for a same game parlay, if I'm going 7 legs, I better see plus 2,000 or more.
That's fine, but then your 7 legs are going to be the ones you're talking about that are trying to. If you do a 7 leg plus 2,000, you're absolutely trying to predict everything, which I love. If you have a good feel for the game, go for it.
Yeah, definitely. If you feel like you've got a game locked in, you just can't miss kind of thing, absolutely. You should be running same game parlays. But if you're trying to predict a game, don't buy it down.
Why?
You predict it straight through. Because if you're right, that means that this game is going to explode. If both teams score 2 touchdowns, if one has over 200, the other has over 250, if Aaron Jones has over 64, if all those things happen, this game is going to be a big game. A big game.
No, because all it needs to be is like 21-14.
That still doesn't hit your over.
Yeah, it does. It's only 30. It's 39.5.
Yeah, 21-14 still doesn't hit your over. So it has to be a 20-20 game.
So it's 17-24.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it has to. Maybe that.
So at that point, if you think the game's gonna be a big game, why wouldn't you just put it all at the regular lines anyways? Or closer
because the regular lines are bigger. Because I'm taking 39.5 instead of whatever it's actually at. What is it actually at? That's the one thing they do make it. It's 48.5. I'm buying down 9 whole points.
Yeah, and you're paying like 4 times the amount for it. Because what is that at?
They don't tell you. They're kind of scumbags.
That's kind of scummy.
They don't tell you. They're kind of scumbags. Scummy.
I'm just saying, if you're going a 7-leg parlay and you're trying to predict this game all the way through, don't buy everything.
But see, this just opens. It's a lot of options.
That's fair.
It's a lot of options. The main thing is it has to be a 14-point game from the Lions, and they can't lose by 14, and that's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's because you know what? Jared Goff's gonna throw for over 199.5 yards.
I agree.
I don't know the last time he hasn't done that. You know.
I agree.
And Rodgers probably does 249.5 unless something really weird's happening. And if Aaron Rodgers doesn't throw for 249.5, it's all right because I'll have my Lions money line sitting there at plus 400, and that's a 1-leg parlay for plus 400.
Fine. My thing is, if that hits, your plus 2,000 would have hit too.
But then it depends what you're putting in to do the plus 2,000.
I'm just saying.
This is very clean. No scorers. No. It's just very clean. It's like a little rectangle. It's like, I got a Venn diagram going. Everyone else just has circles.
He's got triangles and squares and circles and hexagons and octagons and pentagons.
I get exactly what you're saying. But I can think of like 3 ways this hits instead of like 1 or 2.
All right, fair.
If a game doesn't, an overtime will ruin any parlay.
Yes.
And if that last one didn't go to overtime, the same exact.
You better hope this one goes to overtime.
No. I don't want to.
Well, you better hope so, because that would probably make sure that hits.
Dude, what part of this needs overtime? Over 39?
I don't know, but one of the 7 do. One of them do. That's what happens when you do a 7-leg parlay, is that one of those won't hit. That's the whole point of 7-leg parlays. I think your Aaron Jones is in trouble. I think your Aaron Jones and your Aaron Rodgers is in trouble, actually.
You think Aaron Rodgers might not throw for 250?
I think he might not.
Wow. Okay. See, all right. Now this is what. All right. I'm into that. Let's talk about that.
I really don't.
If you think that's where it's missing, then I'm into it. Like, he might.
The Packers are.
Aaron Jones. Sorry, Aaron Jones' middle name is LaRue, though.
LaRue.
Like,
I knew a guy named LaRue.
That's a sweet name.
Actually, spelled it the exact same way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a sweet name.
French Canadian.
Is that what it's French?
Yep.
I see. Okay. You know, he did play really bad last week.
And so did Aaron Rodgers.
I know, but like,
I've watched Packers for a long time. They do this every season. They start out not so great. There's questions of if Aaron Rodgers can still do the thing that he says that he can do that other people say he can't do. Remember, like 3 years ago when they were 1-3 or something off the rip, or 2-5 or 2-3 or whatever, and he literally came into a press conference and they were like, "What do you think about the team?" And his only answer was, "Relax, it's week 4." His little answer to the press was, "Relax, it's week 4. Chill." And then he went out for the next 8 weeks to throw like 8 1,000 yards.
Okay, here's the. Aaron Jones literally hit that rushing total every single game last year.
Except for last game.
Except for week 16, and then when he was on a limited count coming back from injury, and the game he got injured. But every game that didn't involve an injury whatsoever, he smacked it. And said, give me that total.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the exact same 7-game parlay.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to buy everything down. And I'm going to show you.
I think you're going to be surprised at what these numbers are at.
I can almost guarantee you that either both of ours won't hit or both of them will hit. I see almost no scenario in which yours hit and mine does not. But I'm willing to try it just to see. And if yours does hit and mine doesn't, I will eat every word that I said on the show. What was your over? Over what?
39.5.
Okay, I'll go 48.
Okay. So you don't, off the bat, you don't think there's any scenario where this 10-point discrepancy.
I think this is where it is, but now I'm trying to prove a point, so now I'm not going to buy shit down.
Okay.
I think the over is the one scary part. You have Lions at what?
Plus 14.5.
I probably shouldn't buy that down because that's
about
a normal line.
Probably do that.
Yeah, the plus 14.5.
I just think if you're gonna parlay it, you wouldn't take it straight up anyway.
No,
I'll allow that one.
Sorry, what was another one?
Then it was Aaron and Goff over 199.5 for Goff, which you're gonna have to take up to like 250.
Total passing yards. I'm gonna have to take Aaron Rodgers at 283.5 and Jared Goff at 254.5.
So there's a 56-yard difference.
Yeah.
For Jared Goff passing the ball.
I hear you. And then what is it? Aaron Jones rushing?
Yeah, over 64.5.
All right, he's at 68.5 on mine. I'll take that.
That's not bad.
What else do you have?
And then both teams over 1.5 tutters.
Ooh, I don't know if I have that one.
Separate. They're separate. Oh, both over 1.5 touchdowns.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Total touchdowns passes? No. Okay, don't have that one. But I would imagine if everything goes, that has to hit. And those are separate, so those are the last two?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how I can make this. Total passing touchdowns?
Team total overs?
Team total overs. Packers are at 30.5. So that wouldn't equate the...
No.
Lions are 17.5. So if they get over 1.5 touchdowns, they basically have to hit that with a field goal, 2 field goals. If they score 2 touchdowns, they should get... All right, I'll throw that one in there too. Over 17.5. Wait. How does it a plus 1,700? And if I add Detroit Lions over 17.5, it goes to plus 1,600. So I'm just going to leave that out. Apparently. Because I guess I can't do that.
Okay.
I am a 5-leg plus 1,700. I'm locking it in. And I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if you miss because of the touchdowns. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
All right, well, if I take those out, it's plus 575. They didn't do much. They only added like 50.
Yeah.
So you're getting the same spread. 10 more points for the over. 50 yards for Jared Goff. And what, like 30 for Aaron Rodgers?
Yep.
And then like 3 for Aaron Jones, which is actually a lot. I thought that would be lower. Or higher for you.
3 times the payout. I just want to see. Because if yours does hit, I'm going to feel real good because that means mine might hit.
Well, yeah, because mine has to hit for yours to hit. This is just... I'm getting pigeonholed. I understand the concept that if mine hits, it's a lot more likely that the rest of them hit than if mine didn't hit, because if mine didn't hit, it would be impossible.
Yeah.
But, like...
For 3 times the amount of money? If you're going to take a shot, why wouldn't you go for 3 times the amount of money? And if you want a sure thing, then why the fuck are you betting a plus 600?
It's riding the line. It's what is the surest thing that I can make plus 600?
What is the easiest plus 600 I can find?
That's what my goal is every time I put that together. What is the easiest way to do that?
Hey, I'm rooting for you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I am rooting for you. But by rooting for you, I'm also rooting for myself, so. All right, we need to get out of here. It's 12:30. We've gone through enough of these parlays and shit. We need to get out of here. We need to stop listening about our parlays and battling each other in our parlays.
Well,
let's just hope we both hit.
That was
and
a
both
conceptual.
Make money.
No, I hope I hit it and you.
That's fair too. Honestly, if I were you, I would also be hoping for the exact same thing. Anyways, fellas, it is Monday. We do need to get out of here. Monday Night Football is in approximately 8 hours. Get ready for that.
Let's go.
We have a full slate of MLB. Remember,
fantastic.
WNBA playoffs start on Thursday. Do not miss them.
You better not.
You better not.
Or I'll tell on you.
Also, did you know that PointsBet is the official sportsbook sponsor of the WNBA?
I saw that, and they're like, and you're putting up.
Yeah.
They're putting up NBA promos, and they're not even in season.
It was literally
so bad.
2 days away from WNBA play, like the final regular season game, and PointsBet, the official sponsor of the WNBA, is putting tweets out for future lines for the NBA.
So
not
gross.
One thing. They didn't say one thing about the WNBA.
That's just disrespectful.
And yet, when I try and make a partnership with the WNBA and say, "Hey, we've been advocating for you guys. We've been watching a lot.
Actually,
we have
a daily fantasy WNBA.
No,
I know.
Unsolicited. Well, maybe you should make sure your sponsorships are doing their freaking job then.
It's okay, Eric. Have you been wishing for a daily fantasy WNBA program? Don't worry, we're partnered with FanDuel, so whatever you were talking about, I'm gonna disregard it because we have this wonderful daily WNBA fantasy program that everybody's been
everyone's been asking for, because I forgot that every single person in this world plays daily WNBA fantasy.
Did you know that we can't play daily WNBA fantasy when we don't know if any players are playing or not? I didn't even think about that until right now. But, like, what's the one thing you know to do with daily fantasy sport? Whether or not the person's going to play on that daily day.
I'm just saying, I hope the WNBA gets more viewership and more money. But at this point, they're doing it to themselves.
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it. They're doing it to themselves. I would run the league a lot better.
What we needed to do is just become WNBA correspondents.
I agree. Also, our Twitter is almost at 2,000 followers. Thank you, everyone on Gambling Twitter, if you stuck around for this whole thing.
That is pretty sweet.
It wasn't that long ago that we were at about 5 followers.
Sure.
We joined in November of 2020, so we've been at this for about 10 months.
Yeah.
10 months, 2,000 followers. Feels pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. 47 short of 2,000. Feel real good about that. That'll be cool if we hit that. But other than that,
also, shout out 117. You popped in at some point between
yesterday
and today.
Shout out 117 on the subscribers. We're well on our way to 1,000. We're just chugging along one at a time.
Be about 2 years at this rate.
Yeah, about 3 years from now, we're going to be monetizing a lot of YouTube shows.
Boy, is that going to
be interesting. Anyways, thank you for coming in today. It is Monday, September 20th.
Yes.
Have a great rest of your Monday. Win some money tonight, fellas.
Yes.
Enjoy Monday Night Football. We have now had 5 out of our 6 NFL primetime games be absolutely electric. Almost all of them have got won by a field goal or some last time turnover or some field goal or some touchdown or some field goal. It has been a great NFL primetime schedule, and I hope we get another one tonight.
Yo, wait. This is here's a freebie for anyone who's still with us. I was just trying to get us ready to go.
Yeah.
And I got recommended this video. And apparently Kyler Murray was eating candy on the bench yesterday.
I did not see this.
I had no idea until right now. Hey, wow, my mouth. Chill, bro. Look at that thing. It's just dangling and dancing around. So apparently, like a Marshawn Lynch Skittle kind of deal.
Sour Patch Kids?
Looked like a Sour Patch Kids, perhaps like a one of the sweet tart straws. One of those things. But does look like a green bag.
I think he was eating Sour Patch Kids on the sideline.
Performance enhancing Sour Patch Kids. More like Sour Pass Kids.
Oh. Someone needs to check that, man.
Yeah, true. Give him a Sour Patch Kids.
He looked roided out of his mind yesterday. I'm not going to lie. Throwing all those balls and running all over the place and being a stud that he is and being better than my football team.
He's absolutely insane.
Second coming of Jesus, I'm calling it right now, dude. He's incredible. Anyways, fellas, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Have a great Monday. Win some money today. VIP picks will be posted shortly within the next hour. I also need to do results, so go check out those to see how we've been doing. I haven't posted about a week, so definitely need to get those in.
True.
But it's been going well. Go check out the results. Go check out VIP picks if you are part of the subscription. If you're not, listen to the YouTube video back. You'll get most of them in there. Maybe not the units, maybe not the actual plays themselves, but you get a general idea of where we're thinking, where we're going. So
special as a secret Hey Fellas hack.
Have a good one. We will see you tomorrow.
Yep.
For the Fellas show.
Oh yeah.
And we will see you the rest of the week for the Fellas show.
As we do.
Win some money tonight, fellas. Take care. Have a good one. I really